Hey everyone, welcome back to Almost Never Pod. It's your boy Trey Dozier here. Today we're talking about some crazy topics. We're going over Formula One, talking about Dune 2. Have you seen it? I seen the first one. Wasn't a fan, but the second one's making waves. Tyson and Paul, who do you got? 60-year-old? 30-year-old? It's going to be a battle, baby. Bitcoin, is it back? I know it's not in my wallet, but hey, it might be for you. Jack Harlow, making his own festival. That's pretty tight. Way to go. White man can jump. Willy Wonka experience. If you haven't heard about it, it's crazy. Take your kids to get half a squirt and 2 jelly beans. We're talking about the NBA. Who do you think is going to go all the way to the finals? Braun? I don't think so. All right, you guys can catch us on all your favorite DSPs, social media, at Almost Never Pod. Click us, like us, tell your friends. We'll be back. Stay tuned. Hope you enjoy. So funny when you put these on, I can hear.
Can't hear normally?
Well, it's like enhanced.
Mm-hmm. It is enhanced. Enhance.
We're in Air Forces.
I saw you.
Beat up Air Forces.
You remind me of like a girl from New York.
Or any other part of the world.
Anywhere you mean.
Just anywhere.
I probably haven't watched these in quite a while.
I need to do a cleanup.
What do you got, Marks?
I got like 4 or 5 pairs.
Welcome everybody to the Almost Never Podcast. We're back in action after taking a break for a week. Thank you for joining us today. I'm your co-host Josh, and to my left and to my right are my good friends Trey.
See, that's when I make the animation come in and you go bloop bloop.
Blah blah. At Doja the producer on Instagram, and
Bloop,
to
blah,
my
blah.
right, Sean at Sean Corey Pickering on Instagram. How you guys doing?
It's good, man. Been a good week. Saw you guys last week. Didn't see you guys, but saw you guys.
Yeah, we did.
Good game. Saw
Went
the
to that
stars up
game.
close.
Those are great seats. Good.
We were in letters.
eye.
Well, we wrote F.
F.
A is courtside.
Yeah.
F's where we were.
Saw
six-pack. Bomber.
Steve Ballmer's bald ass
I
head.
took a picture.
Bald bomber.
I'll put it up right now.
That's the closest. That's the closest I've ever been to
I
that
could have touched
billionaire.
baldness.
I mean, you could have, and
Billionaire
you would have gotten
baldness.
Yeah,
you would have gotten
different.
arrested for sure.
Well,
I don't know. He might have.
depends how I touched it.
It's also, it could, because
I'm black.
of, yeah.
I could have said,
It might have been okay.
you know what happened to the last Clippers owner?
Yep.
Better watch what you say.
Watch it, Sterling.
Sterling. Sounds like a racist name to me.
Sterling,
It's kind of,
Furman.
Furman.
it's weird when like people are, like when their face matches who they are. Like, even if you didn't know anything about him, when you found out he was racist, you're like, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, like the dude in Peaky Blinders. Like, I wouldn't be offended if I found out he was racist.
which
Cillian
one?
Murphy?
There you
Killian?
go, Killian. He looks like he's a racist.
I would. I just feel like Cillian Murphy looks exactly like how he acts. Like he's like a very like shy, like uncomfortable person.
Racist.
Oh,
He acts racist.
Huh.
That's how he acts.
so just in case you're shy and uncomfortable, everyone thinks you're racist.
You know, Sean views himself as shy and
I
uncomfortable in
do
social
all the
situations.
time.
It's
Social
because you're
situations.
racist. That's why.
Yeah, that's why.
Too bad.
Yeah,
I really
Easy,
liked you.
Easy call.
yeah.
Racist.
Sorry guys, I'm racist, especially against those Middle Eastern.
Got to find a new co-host now, I guess.
You always hate yourself. You always hate your own reflection.
It'd always be your own people.
So do you only look at one eye when you look in the mirror?
What?
Like when you close your left eye, is it a better image than your left eye, right eye?
Well,
No,
technically,
my right eye is
you're
the strongest eye.
Yeah,
Yeah, my left eye is not.
I imagine you're not perfectly 20/20.
I'm not. And I'm not. Actually, I need to get my eyes checked again.
So
And-
handicap.
And need to get some more glasses.
Glaucoma. I need to get that too. I need
Yeah.
to get that too. I need to get my prescription updated because I'm like on like maybe 4-year-old frames, so
Yeah,
things are a lot.
it's
things are a lot
wild to
different
me.
now.
Like, I get this. This is hella privilege. Like, I have one pair of glasses.
That's not privilege.
No, but I have a pair, right? Like,
Oh,
like I have a pair of glasses that are made for me, so I have that. But like at the same time, like every time I go to work, I'm like, why don't I have a pair here with me? Like,
yeah,
so-
I'm
you know
not
what I mean?
privileged, and I have a work pair, a home pair, a play pair, a backup pair.
You're privileged.
Not privileged.
Yeah, you're super privileged. You choose to have
I'm
that many
blind.
pairs.
What do you think
I'm
the
blind.
percentage is on people that have access to like eye care in the world?
20%.
It's gotta be low.
Yeah, but the way you're making it seem like I'm handicapped, so that's like telling a person in a wheelchair that they're privileged that they can
I feel
roll
like that's
around
a choice, Trey. You choose to have bad
everywhere. I
vision.
choose to see
Yeah.
clearly.
People out there, they don't have the choice to see, so privilege.
You're right.
Privilege is
Or I
shown.
guess how many people around the world you think are walking around with like they have your eyesight but no
Not a lot.
glasses? You think everyone has
not-
glasses?
Or correctives or lenses, or they did something, yeah. LASIK. You're not just walking out in the world blind nowadays.
I think there are people that, but like they
not
don't.
like all the time. Like you're choosing to not wear what you have.
So you think most people have access to optometrists? And,
If you need it, like, well, maybe I take that back because a lot of people have fucked up teeth.
But
Dentists are out there,
yeah,
so I take it back.
I don't know what
Maybe you're right, Sean.
argument you're trying to make because
No, none. I guess I am.
No,
privileged.
I realize I can't die on this hill.
No, none. I guess
It's
I am
called-
privileged.
It's called growing.
Damn,
I'm blind though.
I didn't realize optometrists made that much money.
They're curing disease, man.
Disease.
Affliction.
I mean, they give you those drops and that.
They're curing afflictions, right?
What are these numbers? You can't just say damn and give us no numbers.
What? Oh,
They
they
got
made
at least make like 2.
just under
Yeah.
190 about.
But that's like
187.
not what they
That's
start out as.
No, but that's average though.
There's a lot of
Average in the
poor-
United, and that's average in the United
There's a
States.
lot of struggling optometrists
lot of
out there.
struggling.
We don't talk about them enough.
They work at Walmart.
Well, you know, like dentists are stacked. Like there's no dentists at Walmart,
Not at
and
Walmart.
obviously they don't all have private practices. But like
Not at Walmart, yeah. But it is different because I think dentistry versus like optometry is
yeah, you could like live in the
Somehow.
world without fucked up teeth, but you can't be that productive with fucked up vision.
Yeah, but like there is a point where like agreed. And also like you get older and you start losing more and more teeth or
everything.
something like that. And like there is a point where you're like if you have some type of gum disease, like you're kind of in trouble.
Well, yeah, and then that's like you don't take care of them at all. You don't get like implants.
Yeah,
you don't get like
Yeah.
any sort
That's
of
after a long
stuff done.
line of neglect and abuse.
So, how have you guys been doing this past couple weeks? I guess since we've last recorded. I mean, we hung out last weekend, but what's new in your lives?
Good, just been busy, man, making music. Been making music consistently for a little while, so it feels good. Feels good.
What kind of music?
All kinds. I'm not racist.
Took a second.
Vote for Trey. I'm not racist.
Yeah, that one you played was really that was really
kinds.
cool. It was like that after hours
I
jam.
showed him,
Like,
yeah,
that
right
was
here.
that was like
I'm just trying.
not out of pocket, but
It's out of pocket.
It was out of pocket. I was like, this dude's making some.
I had to
some-
send it to Sean and preface it by saying Hollywood got me.
I was like,
goes to Hollywood once.
yeah.
Shout out Tay. Look what you've done for him in one night.
I know. I went to
One
Hollywood
night in
once.
Hollywood. Some after hours house, man.
I know Sean loved it.
some
He was
lounge.
like,
I was like walking. I was like, what? This fool
he said, "What the fuck
did
is
this? What?
He said, okay.
Train
No, but yeah,
moves to
it's been-
LA.
It was like some black coffee.
It was. I was thinking of Trey Nada.
Trey Canada.
Trey K Nada, yeah.
Trey can't nada.
Trey
can't do nada.
Yeah, Trey can't nada. Trey will never lose. What about you?
I feel like I really didn't do like.
You went to Joshua Tree.
Yeah, it was really cold. It was windy. Climbed some rocks.
What did you just want to go or like? Laura,
We had
like,
booked it.
like-
She'd never been. Lord never had had heard of Joshua Tree, but it was like this. What is it? And I was like, if you really want to go, like we'll go.
It's cold.
I was like, it's the desert, you know, and like some people love the desert, some people don't. Like it depends. But I was hoping. I didn't use my best judgment, I guess, on the date of. I would have booked it for like late March instead of early March because it was like 50 degrees high and like 32. It was basically freezing. So it was a little bit cold, but it was nice though. Not many people were there, so we had like the whole place kind of to ourselves, walking around. Super pretty. Yeah.
Genitals out.
It was too cold for it.
Well, they would have retracted, so they wouldn't have been out.
Yeah. We slept in the Subi. And we blew an air mattress up, but I had miscalculated that height of the air mattress.
Like
So
that much
dude, there
clearance?
was this much to like the roof in the face. It was just like I was like, fuck, I can't move. Like whatever.
Well, that's what happens with people like who do the van life or that have like lofts where they like. Yeah. I can't do that, especially if you're taller. It just feels claustrophobic.
That's how I had to like psych myself out for a second because when I first laid down, I'm like, oh, I'm claustrophobic. I was like, this isn't comfortable. I was like, what can I do? I was like, what if I turn to my side, I can look out the window. So now it feels like I have more space. I was like, this is good.
You should have just borrowed your brother's freaking Apple Vision.
Just to get a high-res picture of a ceiling that's like way
no, just to get a picture of the ceiling 5 feet away from.
It's a vaulted ceiling. We're like, we're good.
Ceiling, but it just looks 5 feet away now.
No, yeah, it's your car roof, but it's like a
it just like looks a little further away.
We're good here. We're good. Yeah,
crisis averted.
But yeah, I'm like working towards a new position at my job right now while I'm staying there as a business analyst. So it's kind of cool. It's like, it's kind of business analyst sounds like you're way more businessy. I've always thought when I read that term, I was like that job, I was like, oh, you must be working for the business team or something like that. But it really is just working with different companies that work with your product to make sure that the product itself is matching the needs and stuff, which is what I do already. So it's kind of cool. I'm learning some new stuff. And I talked to the guy who's the product owner of my company, and I was just like, what do I got to do that you hire me? Like my boss already said it's cool. Like, let me get me out of this position into something new while I'm here. Let me learn something new, and let me learn something that's more geared towards like software itself. So if I can actually use this out in the world where there's so many other companies that need like product teams and product developers and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of.
He's a businessman, not a business man.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make it the best I can while I'm staying with wherever I'm at, and not trying to stay stagnant. It's too easy. It's too easy to be stagnant.
Keep pushing forward, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds really optimistic of you.
Everyone, when they think of me, man, they think, "Wow, Sean, optimistic." That's.
He's just a
beam
ray of light,
sunshine
on a cloudy
optimistic
day.
Sunshine.
Optimist Prime over here.
Ooh, damn! That might have to be like an. I'm a.
Speaking about out of pocket,
I'm gonna make a new Reddit name. Optimus Prime. Somebody's already got it though. That one's too easy.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah. Although it'd be great to make a super gross positive like Instagram and call it Optimus
just like
Prime,
like a cringe one that's just like on purpose.
Yeah, just like over the top. Just because your family member died doesn't mean that you can't be happy.
That made me think. I was watching these online streamers do like a e-dating.
Mm-hmm.
Like speed dating, but e-dating.
Mm-hmm.
And this one woman came up, so it couldn't have been speed. Oh no, it was. And the guy, it was funny. He saw her bio and she was transgender. So he's like, before I ask you anything, what are the two from Transformers?
Autobots or Decepticons?
Yeah, he said Autobot or Decepticon, and she looks at him and she's like, "What?
This date is over."
Yeah, no, she's just like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "It says here you're into trans."
Oh my god!
He thought it was because she said that she's a transformer on her bio. So he was like, "You're into Transformers."
He literally thought.
Well, he's like, my favorite was Bumblebee.
No, he was like, I see,
but I also like Jetstream.
Yeah, he was all hyped. He was like, Autobots or Decepticons, and she was like, "Wait, what?"
I don't know what you're talking about.
It says here you're into Transformers, and she's like, she's like, "No, I
am a."
And yeah, but
wow.
They had a cool. That was just cool.
That's funny.
That's
cool. That's cool. How about you? How was your week?
Oh, it's been great, man. I last night went to the El Rey with Marlene for the first time. El Rey Theater, shout out. That place is great. It's tiny, very much like a glass house type venue. It's Los Angeles. It's like walking distance from her house. We just walk there. I haven't been to a show maybe ever where I could just like walk to the venue from her house. It was like a 5-10 minute walk. Saw TK Maidza, fucking amazing. I put her music on the playlist before. Kind of like, I would say Sudan Archives, same vibe, but then she's a little more like rap hip hop.
I think I know who she is.
She's dope.
She's dope. Tika?
TK.
TK.
She's from Zimbabwe, and then I think when she was 6, she moved to Australia to Perth, and then like a few years later, she moved to Adelaide. So and then she just moved to LA, I think, because she's like lashed over to her last night, and she's like, I guess this is my hometown show now because I just recently moved. And it's funny because you don't really. She sounds like she's from LA, and then she'll say certain words, and then it's like, oh, there's the accent. Like want, she's like want.
Want. Do you think LA is really as terrible of a place for dating as people make it out to be?
I think it was great. Like I think it just depends. I think because people have so many ideas and impressions of dating, like like prior experiences with dating could taint their experiences. So like one bad date can probably screw with your perception of it. As somebody who was just dating for the first time just a few years ago, I thought it was great. I think the thing is a lot of people don't communicate what they want, or maybe they misrepresent themselves. Like whatever city you're in, there's going to be like fuckboys,
Mm-hmm.
and that is like, but at the same time, the bar's very, very low for men. It's damn near in hell, I think. But I mean, like I thought it was great because I used it as an opportunity not to just do stuff with the person, but I would do or go places where I've never been before. So it was just also for me, it wasn't just to go on a date. It's like, oh, I want to have this experience, and I guess I'll like share with this person as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun.
I do.
I mean, probably way worse for women though.
For dating, yeah. I could. I mean,
how's that?
I mean, just I think
Like, I meant worse in what way?
Well, from stories I've heard or from my friends and stuff, like there's a lot of guys that are just like very low effort. Like they'll go on a
They
first
have more
date.
options though, right?
guys have more options.
Females.
I suppose, yeah, because I don't think I know certain people like Ron when he was dating, like on Tinder, he would like, I can't remember which way you swipe, but it's like right, whatever one. It's like everyone he'd see. Law of averages, and he'd wait for somebody to hit him back. So it's like there's a lot of guys that do that. I know that he's not the only one, but I don't think that there's many women that are like every swipe on everyone.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
I also think that men throw themselves at women differently. Like I think men throw themselves at women more. There's a higher than women throwing themselves at men.
Yeah, without
I know,
I don't know. I don't want to say it like there's like a sense of like
no
desperation.
I was gonna
That's
say
exactly
that.
what it is. Though women have the luxury of going through the lot and choosing who they want to.
But I also
men
think that
I think men have to kind of get what you get.
Well, that makes me wonder, like, if you have the choice of the litter,
Mm-hmm.
like, and the choices that you're choosing
I'd
imagine like, because you have the choice of the litter, like, I want that one because
You're going off the labels.
it looks whatever's presented, right? And I hear them stories of like, men suck scenarios. And it makes me wonder, like,
which men are you going for?
Well, I also wonder, like, what was it about their thing that, like, was, like, super interesting? Because
he just didn't care about me. He just had more.
Well, like, I just wonder because, like, there's certain things that might look really, really, like, like attractive, but you're, like, in actually the realm of a relationship, it's not that attractive.
Yeah, like you have like a nice car, you have a nice job, like you have
money.
You check boxes.
Money, yeah.
But like as a person, you're insufferable, probably.
Yeah, and I also really
Or just not interesting.
Or not interesting.
That's not interesting. Not like,
or if you really have. I mean, this isn't us like in a whole different sphere. But if you do have a lot of money, you probably are really busy because you probably work a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's obviously taking from somewhere else.
Yeah, and I'm sure you tend to things differently. I always like
100%.
Like for people that are. Anytime I was like, I made friends with somebody in my past that worked like heavily in sales, like they were like really good at it. I'd like sometimes I'm like, damn, I just don't want to hang out with you because
Just, like,
at
turn off, bro.
Yeah. To that point, I'm like,
you're not trying to sell yourself at the bar. I mean, you are.
you are. Yeah, I get it. You're always on a sale, but I'm like,
ABCs always be closing, you know?
you gotta just be like, at some point, you gotta turn that shit off.
Can you be normal?
Right? Are you always looking at what's crazy too? Like I the only thing that I was thinking about with LA, and I think it's not because of LA, but because there's more people, probably this percentage goes up. There's, I think, like a lot of what can this person give to me kind of, and it's not just with dating. I think it's just with relationships, like just with like friendships, stuff
Yeah,
like that.
interactions.
You know, like what can this person can give to me or do for me? And like from a sales side, that's so exhausting. If like if somebody meets you and they're like, oh, I like you right now because like you can get me something, but then that day comes where they're like, oh, you know, I'm not really cashing on you. If you build a relationship in that space, like I feel like it's really.
I think that LA people too, a lot of them are always chasing stuff too. More of them are chasing stuff.
Well,
other than a relationship, like they're actually like physically like going
like after a thing,
after something, whether it be a career, you know,
I think
career.
there's just so many opportunities in this city that like it's hard, not even like with relationships, but to like commit to one. I guess also relationships, because just like New York, everybody's grinding on something. Like everybody's
all the time. I was gonna say like New York, LA, Frisco. There's places. Yes, it's fast paced, but the way LA is compared to like a Utah, night and day.
Oh yeah, you know they hate it and they call it Frisco.
In Utah, there's people that
What's
are
that?
searching for stuff, but they're not like, oh, I'm like.
People from SF like hate when you call it Frisco.
Frisco. Yeah,
Oh,
I think it's kind of catchy though.
I
Like,
kinda
I like
think
it. It's cute, but like no, they hate it.
I think
I'm
it kind of
sorry.
reminds me when people say SoCal. Like if you're from SoCal, I don't think you generally say the term
I'm
SoCal.
from SoCal.
Like, cause you're from where you're from. Like,
What's the basis of hating saying Frisco? Like, where does that stem from?
I can't remember. I saw something about it, but it's
Coolness.
just like back in the day, like this was in maybe the 50s or 60s. Somebody wrote a thing. It was like how to live and exist in the Bay Area, and it was just like a little dissertation on why it shouldn't be called anything except for San Francisco. And it's like, okay, you're like the little language police for the city, but
I mean, that matches.
but I don't know. It seems to
I was
it
gonna
seems
say
to
that, but I
fit
didn't
pretty
want
well. People don't like it at all. Like you'd rather
But
the
guess
SF.
what? People don't get what they want all the time.
I mean,
So they can be upset, but it's not going to stop people from saying Frisco.
if you were there, people would be like,
I actually too I've been wanting to for a while, but the opportunity never really, or the time never really came through. But started rewatching the Lord of the Rings extended editions from start to
oh
finish.
shit.
What's extended on them? Like there's extra scenes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of extra scenes. Some are just extended scenes, but I think the first one was like
Extra
3
scenes.
hours and 49 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was like 4 hours and 36 minutes, and like just started the Return of the King the other night, and it was like it's like under 4, just under 4.
So who is Gollum again?
Who? Smeagol,
Yeah, but like who was he?
Ray Park.
Because he turned to that.
Oh, Smeagol.
He was
was a
Smeagol
hobbit.
first. He was a hobbit.
was a hobbit,
Or,
right?
or
He was
like
a
a
hobbit.
fish folk, a fisherman.
Oh.
Yeah, but no, that's the dude who Circus. Andy.
Oh,
Serkis.
Andy Serkis. Yeah,
Right,
yeah, yeah.
Andy
Oh,
Serkis was
Andy
the actor.
Serkis did the voice, right? And Ray Park
He did the suit,
He
wore
did
the suit.
all the climbing and stuff.
Oh,
Because he's
maybe.
like he did Darth Maul. He's
So
like
that
the
they
guy
had him
who's
in the
always
suit.
doing. Yeah,
He was-
he's always the character guy.
What do you think about those people that like do like
mean, those
the like animal moves, like the monk? Have you seen like the people that like they're kind of like, I don't want to call them like new age hippie yoga people, but they're like, we need to move like where we came from, like gorillas and stuff.
I haven't heard of that. I've seen
Like
I
people.
know
they
what you're
fucking
talking about.
run like gorillas and stuff, and like they go on all fours and stuff, and like they're like
I'm
this,
telling you, people will believe anything.
like this dude's so dead ass serious, and more power
More
to
power
him, I
to him,
guess.
yeah.
But like he like runs on all fours,
And what does
like,
that help him do?
Something about him being back to his, but like this animal state kind of thing, and he's like teaching other people to do it, and I just keep on thinking, wow, isn't that regressing in evolution? Like if you moved away from that, from being on all fours to being a bipod.
That means you should move away from everything. Like you should pick bugs from your friend's hair or something then too.
Yeah.
Like, not go to the doctor because that's like scary human stuff.
I just think that kind of stuff's like super fun, like weird to me. Like when people do like the don't wear shoes thing, it's like
I've heard about that though, because like I not like I'd ever do it. I like sneakers too much, but I do think like it changes your gait, like wearing shoes, and like it doesn't see. You
What
do feel
threshold
like
allows that though? Like, what's the differentiating factor? Like, what differentiates this right
Well,
here?
if you just
than
look at
the
your
dirt or the sidewalk outside.
oh no, it's like your foot itself. If you look at the people like you want your feet to be
Oh,
like
you just
that.
mean actually not wearing shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like natural like toe shoes or something like that. It's because they say that your toes should be like that.
Spread.
And then when you wear shoes all the time, it's like
No,
that.
I thought you were talking about like the grounding.
oh no, that's it. Well, and I get it, but like how many of us are climbing trees where we need to like spread our
feel
Let's be honest.
feel like
we're evolving so we can tweet faster.
I feel like if we all had that, if we all had feet like that, maybe we'd all be climbing trees.
I mean, you probably would. I get that, you shouldn't wrap your feet. And so if shoes are like doing that in a sense, it'd be like if you wore, like, if I only wore Air Maxes, my toes would start going like more narrow and stuff
Beauty
like that.
is pain, man.
But the wild thing is like when people are like, you shouldn't do that. Like, it's like, well, first thing, like,
we've always done crazy shit.
but like you don't also just go from wearing shoes to not shoes. Like it's not like how it's like, oh, if you're wearing shoes, you should stop. It's like, that don't make sense. We're going to tell every single sports star to.
Well, I just think of like the people in like Asia or Africa that would put the rings on their neck and basically elongate their neck.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no reason of health to do that, but
They did it. And if they ever took it off, they'd die.
Isn't that crazy? Like, yeah.
or it's like with
crazy.
corsets. The
Yeah.
ones who really are corset wearers, like their waist is forever altered.
But that's like what they want, though. But imagine
I
if
know
you took,
that's what
if you
they
took
want.
off the
That's what
corset, you die.
Oh
You just guts fall
you
out.
No, but I'm saying like we do stuff that's just like beyond.
Well, that's what like
it's
that's
beyond
what
anything.
human like culture fashion is
Fashion,
like. It's
yeah.
not functional like all
Not at
these
all,
things. So I mean, it's just part of human nature to like not do things that are natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, the people we're always searching for some bullshit, and people always fall into something that some yogi or new age term for a healer comes into the world and spews off some rhetoric that could have helped him. Who knows? But
There is like a really wild search for something greater than what's like
Presented to you.
Yeah,
And when
like,
you find it, you're like,
Mhm.
oh, I should be like spread the gospel of this one thing.
and
Yeah.
even if you think you did find it, and there's so many people out there searching for it, that's an easy way for people to be like, he's got the answers.
totally, and then that's how you make like a class. You
That
know,
man's
and
is
stuff like
not
that.
Marv.
And what's weird is like you have the people that like would probably say like, the machine is what's the problem, and all of these like advertisers and companies are telling you what you need to be happy, and it's like, okay, yeah, you're right, but then aren't you also doing the same thing to me, being like, oh, like outdoors and climbing trees and not wearing shoes is the only way to be happy and stuff like that, and like then you're closer to, like, I always wonder, like, what are you closer to? Like, are you closer to your idea of
Both are selling a dream.
yeah, is it yeah. It's like now you're closer to.
Well, I think that's the same thing even with like religion. People who are like atheists are staunch atheists trying to convert
Oh, yeah.
other people to atheism. It's like, you're not that
Shit's
different.
super weird to me. I'm like,
Especially you're like putting people down for what they believe in to like say that they shouldn't believe in that.
I just think it's hard to be atheist because if it is nothing and we go to nothing, what is nothing?
I feel like it's a lot easier to be agnostic in that like there's something out there, but it's not really
That's what I'm saying.
affecting.
Atheist is like to be nothing. Like we go to nothing, we all are nothing. We came from nothing. Like
It's very existentialist, but I think atheists sound more like nihilist.
yeah, I believe
just
something.
not-
I just don't know what I believe.
I think it's funny that atheists require religion to be in existence, because it's like they're like, oh, well, we're against religions. We don't believe in religions. I'm like, so you don't stand on your own? Like you need to be counter to a thing to.
Well, like it's in that vein, like
Yeah, they could just exist.
Like, can't you just be like, I'm existing? But
That could just exist. Yeah.
well, like modern day Satanists, they're not like evil. They're just
No, yeah.
against like. Oh, I'm sure in the beginning, like it's definitely a rebelling against like Christianity, but now it's like they're upstanding members of the community. You know, they volunteer, they do this and that, but they're just not.
The devil was an angel.
He was.
The devil was a lie.
So, you know, I mean, even if you don't believe it, like the stories they tell you are kind of crazy too. Anyway, like the devil was an angel.
Do you have a favorite devil character in the movie?
Ooh.
Like a favorite person who played the devil?
Yeah, whoever was in Constantine.
I was gonna say that, you mother of God.
Did you like Al Pacino's
he was
devil?
with Keanu
With
and
Keanu?
Devil's Advocate?
Wait, why is Keanu always with the devil?
Furman, German.
lines up
But yeah, I mean, I feel like
because the apple was doing like that.
yeah,
He was doing
yeah.
like the fucking Silence of the Lamb's teeth and shit.
Pacino is pretty. I mean, he
But that was more of like psychological because weren't they like lawyers?
yeah,
And that was like the devil is like we're gonna do this at all means, like, you know.
yeah. The dude from Constantine though, when he's dripping the
He's dripping like tar.
yeah.
I feel like just because it's a different
He's wearing all
interpretation
white,
and it's
too.
well done, it's like not so
I love
like
it. No shoes
horns
on,
and
he's wearing
like
all
red
white.
skin.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like-
It's no horns, no.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah,
Oh.
not like the regular like you expect to be like the
Hellboy.
Prince of
I knew
Dark.
he'd be white though. Scandinavian of some sort.
I was gonna
think.
say something.
He did look pretty white.
I was gonna say he looked a little Jewish.
I think he looks Scandinavian. He looks
Yeah,
like a
to me.
big dude. I'm not saying that there's not big Jewish
He looks
people.
small.
No, he was taller than Keanu.
Was
Maybe
he?
Keanu's small, but I don't
Keanu's
think...
not that big, I don't think.
I didn't
Or
think
he's
he
not
was-
that small, but he's
Because I
not.
thought
like,
he looked
super
relatively
tall.
like
Could be wrong.
normal size next to Gabriel, and she's a female.
Well, Gabriel is fucking Tilda Swinton's
She's tall.
gangly.
oh,
I think.
yeah.
okay, that could change things.
Because yeah, she's just like an alien. She's so long.
Slender Man.
My friend Michelle's
Oh,
like
he's 6'1".
scared of her.
6'1"?
Who is
Keanu?
Oh, how tall is?
I'm gonna look
The
for
devil.
yeah.
Actually, can you look up how tall Tilda Swinton is?
Yeah. Well, I'm a.
I'm gonna say
Look for the
5'10".
cast. I can see that, but she's just so like long and lanky. She looks taller.
I forgot
than Keanu.
Shia LaBeouf was in that movie. He's the like his home. The
He's a
taxi
baby.
Driver.
He's a baby.
Yeah.
He is. He's like, yeah.
Damn,
Spoilers,
that
he
movie is
dies.
so fire.
It's so good. I just
so good.
I showed Marlene it. Oh, because she
Yeah, that
hadn't.
movie's
I don't
so
think she remembered it or she hadn't seen it, and it's so good. I just rewatched it a few months ago.
When he walks through hell and like all the fucking wind like makes him go slow, like 'cause he has to walk slow through there.
All of the little dogs are kind of slowly following him and stuff.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, just like I think it's because the interpretation's different than the
It's
like the
way
trite
different,
like cliche
yeah.
shit that you see.
No. It was a good. You're right. It was a good rendition of.
Well, like,
the-
have you ever looked up what people say are like biblically accurate angels?
oh no.
Because they don't look. They're not like, especially in like the Bible. I think the Old Testament. They don't describe them as.
No, no.
They're like incomprehensible to the human mind. They're just like a bunch of eyes and wings.
Yeah, it's very ornate. You
But they're
can't
saying
really-
they're saying like those people of ancient civilizations or like way back then, thousands of years ago, like they might have seen aliens and were like they didn't know what that was, so they must be angels, right?
I am on the new thing of thinking it was just us from the future going back when we were able to go back in time, trying to like heal some damages we've done. Sounds like humans.
I
I don't think we would
don't
try to do
discount
it.
that. I feel like there would be.
Humans don't care. We don't care.
No. We get to the point to where like all those movies was like, oh my god, we've actually hit the point of
Like the butterfly effect.
Oh, we actually fucked up.
Yeah, we actually fucked up, and then like it's so far in the future, like we can actually time travel. So we're trying to send people back to fix the mistakes, and we just
So it's like it's like Armageddon with time travel. Instead of like going to the asteroid, they're going to the past.
So they're going to the past and trying to change shit.
So do you think if somebody killed Hitler as a baby, how different the world would be? Or do you think like a same dictator would come up in that?
See, because then my other side of me thinks that where there's a will, there's a way. So where there's life, there's a chance. So Hitler would have always been.
It might not have been.
Might not have been named Hitler. It could have been Zimbabwe.
Well, it also could have been somewhere else. Yeah,
That's
like
what I'm
that. And it could have had a different impact.
But it's still
because that stuff's happened throughout all of like time.
yeah. It's still
I mean-
it's. I just chalk that up to human nature. It's bound to happen.
Our Japanese
Murphy's Law.
brethren were not too kind to all the others in the
Non-
Pacific.
Fucking Aiden Ross
Japanese.
learned about that on stream. He didn't know that we had dropped a nuke. or that he's like Japan's probably the safest place to live during apocalypse. It's almost like they got nukes dropped on him. And he was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "He wrote Shima Nakas."
Oh my god.
I was like, I mean, but he is only 23. So
Well,
I don't
yeah,
know,
it's
I don't
like
know what they teach these kids.
Some young
Nothing.
people are simultaneously the smartest and most informed and dumbest,
Dumbest.
at the same time.
Yeah.
quite a feat.
Tilda Swinton's 5'10" and a half. And the boy, his name was like Stormier. He was 6'2".
Oh, so he
The
was
devil
tall.
was 6'2". He's tall.
That's
was tall.
pretty. I didn't
Yeah.
know he's that big.
Yeah, he's 6'2".
I thought
And he's Swedish.
he looks like the one of the dudes, or in my head, from Peter, Bjorn, and John, the young folks.
Oh,
Seems
yeah,
like
yeah.
he'd be in that band. Maybe not that tall.
I'm trying to think of the other movies he was in because his face is
Familiar.
So
Yeah,
I know
that was a good. I definitely did like.
Was he in Big Lebowski? Was he a nihilist? in
Peter
there?
Stormare.
Big
He's,
Lebowski.
Was he one of those dudes?
What was that?
Nothing
other,
Matters,
What was the
Lebowski.
other John Malkovich movie? Not being John Malkovich, but wasn't there like somewhere like Fluffy or something like that? There was like
He's had so many movies. He's
was
like a
like
great
a-
actor, but he like does a wide range of things.
Yeah, it was almost like a Barney was like the character. He was like playing almost like I can't remember.
Oh, Death to Smoochie.
Death to Smoochie.
That was Edward Norton.
and
Death to
Robin Williams.
Smoochie, Yes.
Oh yeah, Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Yes.
I remember it being great, very dark, but
People,
I thought it was
remember
good.
at the time, people were like, "This was terrible," and I remember watching it. I was like, "This is great, but it's very dark."
It's
Donnie
super
Darko?
dark.
I was trying to
Darker than that.
I was trying to explain Donnie Darko to
What
Laura
is
the other
Donnie
day because
Darko
I was
about?
like,
Is it a superhero movie?
no, I
No,
think it's
not at all.
about seeing the paths of people, because you know how like the little bubble
It's
things.
kind of time travel-ish.
It is. It's
That's
like,
what I like. I
yeah.
really.
It's almost the multiverse in a certain way of like.
I don't think I feel like it's either fracturing off and doing like a deja vu type of thing to where it's like things split off, or it's like a superhero movie where he can go through dimension.
But I feel like it always like the story was like he was always gonna like die.
Wait,
Like
Probably.
somehow. Like that was like
Spoilers.
the gist of it was like that was an alternate. Yeah, it is. It's alternate reality. Like there was like that secondary reality
that's what
that
I'm
happened.
saying. Like I've watched that movie so many times, and I do not know what that movie's about.
All I know is that if you had a MySpace and that wasn't in your top movies, you weren't cool.
Oh yeah, Donnie Darko.
And
Yeah.
I've seen that movie so many times, I don't know what it's about.
I've always wanted to be that rabbit for Halloween.
Yeah.
Creepy ass.
You're
rabbit.
just a stupid rabbit.
And he was like he was like the king of emo too, because he always looks sad.
Yeah, he had like the little like frazzled hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like he just woke up. And he's
Yeah.
grumpy.
Yeah,
Somebody just
dude.
woke me up.
He did have the super frazz hair.
And like in that movie, he talked like he was always on like
Quaaludes.
yeah, I'm weird, getting picked on and stuff.
Speaking of like kind of like indie emo movies, I've never seen Garden State.
No?
Neil will be like,
You never seen Garden State?
See exactly that sort of thing. Like,
You
oh my
seen
gosh,
Train Spotting?
I've seen Trainspotting.
Transpotting.
I have not seen a lot of like iconic generational movies. I haven't seen Requiem for a Dream. Never.
Really?
Exactly.
Have you never seen a part of it? Like you never seen like a
I've
piece
seen
of
like
it?
snippets, but then I'm like, I've
I don't like
only
that
seen
movie.
snippets of kids.
Doesn't he get his arms and legs chopped?
Or
Or the mom?
No, they
Don't
all
spoil it for me.
they
I'm
all
sorry.
end up in really
If I end up watching it sometime within
that
the next
movie,
20 years.
Yo, like make sure that you have a dopamine upper ready for you at the end because that movie leaves you like
It's his arms, huh?
no, it's not arms.
Is just one arm gone?
'Cause he-
Chopped it.
No,
I mean,
he
by
did,
now you can
he
just, like,
didn't
answer.
chop it.
I don't remember that movie.
Give him the chop.
It's because he keeps on shooting up into
Oh,
the
the
bad
heroin,
arm.
the heroin, yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's basically addicted to some
Addicted
type
to
of
it.
drug, and it basically is like the way that all four of them have a fucking terrible ending. And you're just
Wasn't one of them addicted to food?
no, nah. There's the
It's
coke,
drugs?
There's heroin, coke, and then the uppers.
What was the mom?
the uppers?
The uppers.
benzo. She was on both. She
Yeah,
was on
yeah,
uppers
okay.
and downers and pills.
Benzos are uppers? I thought they were like Quaaludes. Or no, Quaaludes and benzos are different things. I thought they were the same.
Benny's?
Maybe Benny's are downers.
They gotta be.
But there's like a yellow pill that used to be an upper. And
Valium?
No, Valium's
Valium's
definitely a
downer.
downer.
that shit ain't an
Shout out
upper.
Brian. He used to get his.
It was whatever
Try
amphetamine
his-
was before it
Oh,
was
shit.
before it was like what's the thing that people take for if you have ADD?
Ritalin.
Before
before, yeah.
or Adderall.
But that,
Adderall.
yeah,
Yeah,
Ritalin
but
was before.
whatever before that.
I went
Yeah.
to Mexico once and I got Mexican Ritalin.
How
It was
was
pretty
it?
good, but it wasn't as. It didn't have the bite of Adderall.
You want to talk about
that.
Mexican pills? My God, it was because of a trip to Mexico that I didn't even go on that introduced me to
Norcos.
Really?
yeah, those, but mainly Xanax.
Xannies.
Northern Coronas.
Yeah,
Nah, because we got every color, dude.
like it was fucking catch 'em all.
We should go to Mexico again, you know?
Yeah, it was
I
just
really-
TJ. Like,
yeah.
yeah, it was just.
So you know Guadalupe, the Valley de Guadalupe.
Mm-hmm. It's the winemaking country too, right?
Yeah, and so basically the quickest way there is from TJ. So you
shit.
could just drive in and drive there. I've just been thinking like that'd be like, or you can get an Uber at $60 from like TJ.
not bad.
No,
Ubre.
How far is it?
it's like an hour drive. From,
Oh, that's close.
I thought it was closer to like.
Oh, not
Oaxaca. I
from
didn't know that.
us.
No, from TJ.
From TJ, yeah, super close. I was like, dude, that would be a really chill weekend trip, like or like extended weekend trip. Do a little
be
wine
dope.
tasting.
Little wine tasting. Is wine in Mexico tequila?
No, it's wine. Shout out Jen and Emmy. They're big on like their Mexican wine knowledge as well as the mezcal. Mezcalero.
Do they have a different grape?
I mean,
Probably. I mean,
It's
I
gotta
think
be,
a
right?
lot of them originate from. They're all European. grapes,
you
but
gotta
they've
remember
been-
the temperature is the same there and here.
Here,
Mediterranean
we got Napa
climate.
Valley,
It's
so-
all yeah. The dude who played the
El Diablo.
the devil, yeah, his name is Peter Stormare, whatever. He's been in 205 acting pieces. Like,
He's in a movie called The Hitler File.
yo,
That's him.
look at that though.
I can't see it.
Constantine 2.
When?
It's in production.
Because I've heard that Keanu wants to make it. Like he's down for it.
Well, he's done with.
Matrix?
Matrix is done, but he's done with Wick.
Wick? He's finally done with the Wick?
Yeah, you never saw 4.
I never
never
seen
saw
it.
the
either.
three.
You both.
I only seen the first and second one too, so I don't. I enjoyed them thoroughly, but I'm like I just
only
never
got to the second
made it
dog
to it.
dying. I only saw 2 dogs die.
Stop with all the dead dogs.
Why they always got a blue pit that dies? Or
That's like one of the rules in making movies. Like you don't kill animals. Like you don't kill like dogs
Or babies.
Yeah. And you know that movie. Was it The Strangers or was it the? No, I don't think it was Strangers. It was the one where like there was like 2 like kids that looked like they were like Ivy League kids, and they like came into the house and like took over the. Fucking, I don't remember the name of it.
Murder by Numbers.
But no, but
the
it
movie
was
with Justin Timberlake?
it
Facebook
was
movie?
Alpha Dog.
Alpha Dog.
Alpha Dog.
That wasn't bad. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad.
Alpha Dog.
I never saw Alpha
That was based
Dog.
off a true story.
Oh yeah, because
California.
it took place in the IE.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out to the shout outs.
So Keanu Reeves is gonna do, he's doing Constantine 2, and because the DC universe is now being developed by James Gunn, and Constantine's
that'll
part
be a
of the
good one, then.
DC universe, I guess they're gonna fuck.
Or they have fucked already.
Yeah, Peter's back for being the Lucifer.
Ooh, that's gonna be so good.
Damn, Lucifer's full name is Lucifer Morningstar. Like I
Yeah.
realized
Yeah,
that.
the
but-
morning star.
Because my favorite show for a little while on Netflix was Lucifer.
Yeah,
I heard that was good.
It was good. I just felt I watched about 5 seasons of it.
Is that guy?
What?
Yeah, I watched
was
about
good.
5 seasons of it.
I'm
dude.
so shocked. 5 seasons.
Oh, because that was syndicated, so
Yeah,
it was like
it was-
it's or it was a cable show, so it was like
And it-
20 episodes a season
and he's
type of
like,
thing.
He's the devil, obviously, but then he's like helping out as like a detective.
It's not that bad. I don't think
that's normal.
that's Trey would say
Yeah.
nobody's all bad.
That was all bad.
That's
yeah.
basically what happened with when Angel turned to Bones.
Well,
I was
that's
like,
what
you
happens in Lucifer. Like you see him start getting more and more like in touch with his human side and having emotions and feelings
so slowly,
slowly. And
Yeah,
obviously,
that's
there's a
slowly.
woman.
so slowly, basically, the devil's gonna out himself. He's gonna.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Basically.
It's a good way to go.
Also, good representation of it was Elizabeth Hurley in Bedazzled. Did you remember that?
See that.
oh,
That was good with Brendan
that was
Fraser.
good.
I didn't. Oh wait, no, I do remember.
When she's giving them all the wishes, he gets.
Bedazzled.
Gotta give 110%.
Yeah, we're out there giving the 110%.
There's a Hawaiian team.
Dang, I have to
He's a basketball
refresh
player.
my
And he's got a
memory.
small, or he's not able to get it up.
No, it's just
It's
small.
small, yeah.
I
It's
know
like-
I've seen it, but I'm drawing a blank. I'm thinking of Sixth Man right now with Marlon Wayans.
That's totally same era, but
What
different.
about Sixth Sense?
Sixth Sense.
Is that M. Night Shyamalan's best movie ever?
He did Sixth Sense?
I thought Unbreakable was pretty good. I thought The Village was good until the end.
I like The Village.
Yeah, it was good.
Mr. Glass was Unbreakable, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's that lineage.
I thought,
Is that
what's the one?
that was good.
With Joaquin.
It's and then the other one where he's like has the different personalities or the different.
that
beasts.
one's supposed to be really
It
good?
is
Switch
good.
or something?
Switch.
The one was like 6
Yeah.
different. I've never saw that one, but I heard it was really good.
It was good.
Oh, James McAvoy.
yeah, that guy.
Oh, Signs. I thought that was good until the
alright.
ending was stupid.
that was the.
What is
Bruce
the thing with
Willis?
signs? Like there's something about
Swing
like,
away,
they
Casey.
leave the water out
The
or
corn or
something?
something?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
so
like-
much corn.
Yeah.
I mean, so much water.
So much
There was a
water.
lot of corn though. Too.
Leaving like the water. Yeah, I don't.
That was Melly Gibb, right?
And I.
Melly Gibson.
right
Yeah.
before
He was so
passed out,
good
right?
before he became like.
Do you remember when
crazy
he made
anti-Semite.
Apocalypto? Remember when Mel Gibson made that movie Apocalypto?
Yeah,
I never
Did
seen
you
it.
ever see it?
Yes.
You saw it? I never saw it.
Trash.
What was it about?
Fuck caveman.
Really? That's what it was.
Basically, like 10,000 BC.
Damn.
Wasn't there also a movie called 10,000
It was
BC?
10,000 BC.
Was it better than Apocalypto?
No,
It sounds bad. So is that one with somehow Adam Driver? They got him on.
Oh, that was terrible.
the one where he's like
He's dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs?
65 million or something like that.
Yeah.
It was. I was like, this
How
has got to
did they
be
get
good.
him, bro?
And it was so bad.
did you guys see the new Adam Sandler movie? Since we're talking about movies.
oh the spaceship one.
Yeah.
I haven't
Oh, that
seen
looks
it.
interesting. Oh, Storm
You saw it?
Spaceman.
I haven't seen it. I don't know if I want to watch it.
Is it out yet?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Paul Dano is the
It's supposed
spider
to be a
alien.
serious.
Did you
role.
know that he's the highest paid actor in 2023?
Yeah, I've been watching a bunch of stuff about like his
60
whole little.
63 million a movie or something.
Because he makes a shitload of movies and he like hires his friends. And
No, I
like-
think that's what.
He's got a deal.
Yeah,
He signed like a 7-movie deal with Netflix.
So speaking of Netflix, with his deal, I'm pretty sure, and you guys can correct me, but that Tyson Paul fight, is that the first Netflix fight? That is
Netflix
the first.
fight.
Oh, that's gonna be on
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah. Netflix.
Yeah. It's the first Netflix fight, which is crazy. to me.
Crazy.
Watching it at your house.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Well, I mean, it's
insane.
crazy because that's an all new terrain for Netflix.
That's what
pretty wild.
I mean, because Hulu has live sports,
they do.
they do.
but Netflix.
That's what
has
Netflix.
shows.
Honestly, if Netflix all of a sudden were to be like, okay, we keep on charging you guys more and more and more.
Every year we just go up.
Yeah, we just keep on going up, but now we're going to give you
Might as well
live
give you something.
sports or some shit.
That would be tight. Like
Yeah.
if they partnered up with the NBA or MLS.
There's so many things now that's just like, yeah, like somehow make it work so you can get
Well,
the
that
games.
MLS already did that with Apple, so
Mhm.
can't do that.
like,
Yeah.
Everything's already sewn up.
But what do you think about that fight?
I think it's obviously it's it's entertaining on paper any way you look at it.
I'll watch. Like,
That's what I'm saying. You're looking at a 60-year-old fight basically a 30-year-old.
Yeah, 57-27.
And then
Yeah,
it's
30.
like, but the thing is like, okay, the 30-year-old is kind of a fighter, and the 60-year-old was a certified killer.
Yeah.
But he's 60 now.
but like you've seen the training videos. He's still.
I wouldn't want to get hit by him.
I wouldn't even want to get looked at by
It's
him.
gonna be-
honestly.
I think he can still connect and you still, but it's just the speed is my I'm thinking. I'm like,
And-
can
and
you connect?
stamina, too.
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
exactly.
Say like I don't know if they're the same size, but like same size. But Jake's been training
But to
forever.
me, if he has 70% of the power he ever had, it's over for Jake Paul.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything about power though. I think it's speed and
Well, he still looks
stamina.
fast though.
Looks fast.
Yeah. But I guess okay, stamina. If he gets him out the gate, then it should be so funny.
It
But
would be dope to see Jake Paul get knocked out.
That's why it's gonna be a fight because everyone wants to see him get knocked.
I feel like there's
So
some
is it-
type of contract in these things
You
where
can't
you
knock 'em
can't
out.
knock them
Is
out.
it a paid event or like do you have to pay extra or
I
is it
don't
like
know.
come
No,
with the
no, it's
It's just gonna be streamed on
streaming.
Netflix.
Yeah.
That's hard.
cha-ching?
Yeah, no, I'm
or
definitely
not
gonna watch it
cha-ching.
though, and it's a cool. I mean, it's entertainment.
July
it's not a real
20th.
fight.
So okay, here's what I was gonna ask because I asked does he ever fight real fights? And I'm not saying that the fights aren't like real throwing, like, punches and stuff, but they aren't necessarily real
or level.
like
a boxer versus a boxer.
Yeah,
same
or
weight class.
Yeah, they're all exhibition matches. In an exhibition match, do you still have the same rules for doping and stuff? Like, are all those rules the same?
Probably not. He's probably steroided.
That's what I'm like. Do these like what's
his pee-pee
because it's
then?
not a sanctioned fight,
right? That's what I'm.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be beholden to any rules.
Well, I think
or
you still are
organization.
sanctioned to have it.
They
under
agree on their rules.
Yeah,
that
yeah, that's
they
what-
uphold to themselves.
and then whoever is in whatever
Yeah.
state they have their.
You can only
their-
do this many
their fighting.
steroids.
But well, I was just thinking like, if you're a 57-year-old, like, don't you have some juice? Aren't you giving yourself some juice to go in a fight with a 27-year-old?
Got that low T,
Tyson looks like a beast still.
Yeah,
You think maybe like some people just have a naturally high testosterone level?
Yeah,
like,
for
100%.
Because
For
like,
sure.
yeah.
Mhm. Also, it depends. I'm sure, like, the younger you are, the more like muscle you're building and all that kind of stuff. It's gonna, in general, just affect. And I don't know if that is a cross
Good or
the
bad,
life thing.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure that there's people that bring in more testosterone just from who they are, their bloodline, what they do.
Yeah, it's 100%. Yeah, it's gonna be entertaining. Then I'm gonna watch it.
I would definitely see that. I'm like more into boxing than UFC. Like, I don't know why, because it's the same thing.
I like
Basically.
UFC. I like them both, but UFC is always like someone could get knocked the fuck out.
Well, and it's like,
Or
blood.
like-
There's always blood.
Choke the fuck out.
Yeah. To me, the UFC, the only thing that blows my mind in UFC, I'm like, you guys are getting fucked up.
Their
Like,
gloves are small.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
But like
they're
you catching
hitting
like blows. and that-
Shins to the unpadded head.
Yeah.
Elbows, knees to the
Those,
unpadded face.
what's it called with a spinning fist?
Spinning
thing?
back
Oh,
fist.
yeah, the back
Freaking-
fist.
That's crazy.
Bro, just think about hitting someone with your shin.
I don't even want
Right
to.
here.
Or the knees.
And they take
forget-
it.
Yeah.
They just eat. Some people just eat it.
Some people eat
Whatever
them
that
up.
last fight is.
That fight.
That was crazy.
People eating them. But yeah, Francis just got knocked out. If you're into boxing, Francis Ngannou, whatever from
Ngannou.
MMA. Ngannou, yeah, he just got knocked out last night. Cold, sad.
How many fights has he been in?
I
Do you
think
know?
this is probably like his second boxing.
Yeah, because he like switched. Not recently, but
Yeah, I think that's like his
somewhat,
second.
last
Because didn't he
year or
fight like
so.
Tyson Fury?
I don't know.
He fought someone.
No,
that had
Fury's retired. I think
he fought
he's been
somebody
retired.
though that had was
Did he fight Tommy Fury?
no, it may have been Tyson, and it went to decision. That was like last year or something.
It's gotta be really frustrating if it goes to decision and like you like were really trying to give your all. Like, if like you had like you had that one close round, but then it didn't happen. Like, damn, I'm not gonna I got my ass beat.
I mean, they say boxing is one of the most rigged sports.
For sure,
it's
could be.
easy. It's easiest
easy
to do.
to rig.
You
Yeah.
just take
Three people.
That's
Yeah.
how I feel about horse racing, though, too. So I'm like,
That's
it would
another
be
one
pretty
if you-
easy to rig it. If
Can you talk to horses though?
No, but you can
just-
have them underperform.
Yeah, you just have one dude go fast and everybody else
Give them anti-performance.
Don't go so
enhancing-
fast.
Performance decreasing drugs.
Because my boss, his lady,
high.
It's just weed.
She's a equestrian person or whatever, and they say the way that they do it is the trainers just know basically like who's been overexerted during the week, who's coming off an ailment. And that's just stuff that the general public doesn't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why
his mother was a mutter.
That's why
His
it's
father
like
was a
crazy.
mutter.
It's like this horse is coming off of a severe leg fracture, but the people don't know that.
So, bet on.
You know what
Belling
I mean?
on old breaky,
Yep.
achy breaky heart.
Yeah, they just don't know that, so they're just like they have a little more information.
Would you, if you had a horse, would you have a name for it? Do you know what name you would give your prize champion?
It'll be
Ruben Ross the
If my-
fourth.
If my
Coming around.
If my coming.
Because the long
If my-
long form would be if my horse had a name.
I thought you would do something more clever than that. I'll be honest with you.
If my if. What would your horse be named?
I don't know. I feel I hope somebody once named their horse Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
That's pretty good.
This is pretty good, man.
Trying to send horses to hell.
This Mr. Toad's Wild
like,
Ride in first, Mr. Toad in second.
If your horse's name is like some other horse,
Some other horse.
some other horse coming around the corner, some other horse passing old breaky.
Passing if my horse had a name.
If my horse had a name. And
If my horse had a name, passing some other horse. Neck and neck.
Horse, neck and neck with
Neck and neck with neck and neck.
Damn. I mean,
Neck and neck's got this. Yeah, no, you could definitely have fun. It's like naming a boat.
probably name mine Brady.
Marsha?
No, what's the fucking football?
Lil Nas X.
Tom?
Yeah, like Tom Brady. So
The goat?
Yeah, like the goat. The goat's here.
The goat taking over.
Tom Brady's back.
Seabiscuit?
Oh,
That was a good movie.
I never saw it.
Really?
Nah.
Damn, you didn't, that was like the movie that Tobey Maguire had to do after Spider-Man to make sure everyone knew he was a real actor, and I think he got an Oscar for it.
Wait, who?
Tobey Maguire. He was
Who's
the
that?
guy in Seabiscuit. Who is that?
I'm just kidding.
Spider-Man.
Spider Kid.
He was the Spider-Man that played a high schooler when he was like 20.
Was he ever
old.
cool?
Who?
Tobey Maguire?
I don't know.
Cool's a weird like.
Looked at as.
He was never cool then. If like
No, but like I feel like he was hip. Like
I don't know. Hip seems cooler than
no,
cool.
like I mean, I was gonna say.
Right?
Hip seems cooler
I was
than
gonna
cool.
say like hip enough to like when that movie came out, he was probably on the front of like some magazines that were important.
Yeah, looking like a
time.
weird guy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, in that in Spider-Man, that scene where they trip him and he catches all the stuff on his lunch tray.
Oh, yeah.
That was all practical. He actually caught everything.
How? Well,
They did like 200 takes.
But the stuff had to be like weighted or something, right?
Maybe,
So
but
it's
like he
kind
still
of
caught it
upright.
all.
Yeah.
I was like, that is
I could believe
insane.
Fuck.
Sam Raimi,
it. I could believe it.
Is that
masochist,
method acting at that point?
catching stuff.
Well, because you have to really believe that you're Spider-Man to catch it.
I feel like you just have to catch all that shit. I don't know. I'll believe I'm fucking Jesus if I have to try and catch all that stuff.
I saw a giant Jesus thing driving into LA, and he was definitely a white Jesus.
What do you mean?
Wait,
saw
a
Jesus
person
thing?
or
It was like a
vision?
billboard.
Oh,
It was like a billboard, and it was like Jesus got your back, and like,
Was
Buddy
it on the
Jesus.
back side of the billboard?
no, that'd been funny. No, Jesus looked like he probably fought in the Confederate.
Jesus
Like,
does
that's
it from
what
the
he was
back.
Look, I was like,
General Lee Jesus?
yeah, I was like, yo, Jesus' beard and face is looking a little
Jesus straight?
Jesus was at the Battle of Little Bighorn
Damn, I mean, he was in spirit.
in the heart.
in the Holy Spirit.
What's up with Formula One?
Oh, we were just talking about it a couple weeks ago, but I was reading up on it, like, because the season just started. The second, I think there was the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix happened today.
You've been seeing all this shit going on?
Yeah, because like after you guys gave me that bombshell, I was like reading up on it, and
Didn't believe
Max
us.
Verstappen, who's like the #1 dude in the game, there's a rumor he might go
Lead
to
too, right?
Mercedes
Yep.
Benz because Mercedes is shit right now. They can't get a good car.
And there's
so
a new team that's coming up, right?
yeah, actually, so the new team, it was,
They bought a bunch of Red Bull people, right?
I believe it was,
It's like a sister of. Is it a
Alfa
sister?
Romeo last
Yeah.
year, and now it's Kick Sauber.
Yeah, it's
And they've been
something.
there forever, but it's going to be Audi next year.
But they bought like Red Bull people, right? Like aerodynamic people and shit.
They got
Wow.
Red Bull employees and
Yeah.
stuff. So Audi's gonna be in Formula One next year, which is there's not many. It's just I believe it's just Mercedes Benz and Alpine, which is like Renault, but the only factory works team that's backed by an actual like car company, not just. I mean, Red Bull, they're rich, but they're not like a car
Yeah,
company.
car
so-
company.
Sauber.
And there was a
Oh,
guy,
this
so one of the drivers for Ferrari, Carlos Sainz, he got appendicitis and he had to go in for surgery. So he missed this race from this weekend, like today. And so they got this 18-year-old guy, Oliver Behrman, and like he's only had like a handful of practice in like a Formula One car, and he
Went
came in
mopped
today,
everybody
and
up.
he came in like 6th or 7th place, which is like it's his first time in a race in Formula One, and he came in and drove for Ferrari, which is like that's kind of it's a
Big
lot of
deal,
pressure. He came in 7th place. He went
So he
two
hit pole
places ahead
position.
of Hamilton.
Hit pole position.
Yeah, so I was like, wow, that's pretty crazy.
So I think in F1 you just have to hit pole position to get points for the season, right?
No,
Top
pole
10?
position. If you get, I don't know if you get any points for pole position. If you get this, it depends on what final ending position you get. And then if you set fastest lap, you also get points for that. And then they have a certain thing, I can't remember what it's called, but it's in qualifying, and it's if you get first place or fastest lap in that, you get points for that too. And I think it's with qualifying or something. But
Speedway's gone in Fontana.
It's gone?
No way.
Like
they
demolished? That's like an iconic race circuit.
For real?
It's basically they are making it now like warehouses.
Oh,
and like
dang.
a quarter-mile short track.
Okay.
So basically, Penske owned all that land, and it was like 1 million plus square miles or 1 million feet squared. So there's mad acreage. And so I guess the deal is whoever bought it now, they're putting up a bunch of tilt ups. So it's going to be warehouses and shit. And they're putting up a short track. Penske's putting up a short track. And it's in the contract that they get to use the parking from all the warehouses for the races. But yeah, they tore down the whole speedway.
Crazy.
That's wild because that's like an iconic like
now,
NASCAR like racetrack. I thought people would.
I think
like,
it was the longest. My boss was saying it was the longest in the country. It was like a 2-point-something miles.
People were like, I thought people would like raise hell for that because like Irwindale, they were saying that was supposed to get demolished and people like rose hell for that.
Yeah, that shit's flattened, dude. I was over there the other day. That shit's flat.
Wow.
Because it's banked. It's normally banked, right? Okay,
it's flat because it was a NASCAR. It was just a big
big old oval.
Shit gone.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm super confused. It says, now owned by NASCAR, the track is set for a substantial redevelopment into a high-banked... Oh, that's what you said. High-banked short track.
It's going to be, just a short track. So it used to be the
Oh,
circle.
a really long...
No, it's just going to be a quarter-mile short track.
Oh, so just like quarter mile.
High-banked, though.
Oh, so then they are going to do it.
Yeah,
It's going to be a quarter-mile short track.
Yeah.
That's not very long.
It's very short. It's going to be the small track. That's what my boss says.
I didn't even know they NASCAR
Well, maybe
races
it's-
on that, or maybe it's like a different. Maybe it's not NASCAR.
But
anymore.
that's what my boss was saying too. He's like, it kind of sucks. I think it was 2.1 miles, the original track over
that's
there.
wild.
Do you ever gone to a race?
No, I've never been in NASCAR.
Really?
Never.
I haven't once. It's really boring.
It's really loud.
It's very loud.
It's like people just hope for a crash, right?
yeah.
Spectacle.
I was really young, and I was just like, yo, how many times we got to watch these cars go around? It's kind of, I'm over it.
Yeah, I went to the one at Long Beach one time, but I was a kid.
Long Beach Grand Prix.
Yeah.
It's what's the Champ Cars or something or whatever
know
the
what-
American one
yeah.
is, the American version.
2 Mile, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, IndyCar. That's what
Indy.
it is.
Oh, it was
Indy.
IndyCar. Yeah. It was 2 miles, so now it's going to be a smaller track now.
You can see the ruins of NASCAR's Speedway from space. I feel like you can see everything from space, can't you?
No, but I was tripping because that was like a landmark when you off a Cherry.
Yeah, you can. Well,
You can
on a
see
clear
it.
day, you can see it from.
And I drove by there. It was like 50
Joshua
pieces of heavy equipment just like fucking tilling the land. I was like, that shit gone.
Bye bye.
Bye, Speedway. Bye.
Yeah.
Gone.
I would want to see Formula One. It's just too expensive to see it.
Do you think it's super popular because of its expense? Like because of the cost? Because I've seen Formula One become very popular in the past 3 years, and I know a portion of that was helped along by
Netflix.
the Netflix, but I feel like it's become, like almost like a not household, but pretty damn close, like household conversation.
It is like a playground for the rich and famous, like Monaco. It's like everybody watch and the Yas Marina, like they watch from their yachts and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And like,
It's not a common folk sport.
no,
Like, when you see like a sci-fi movie and all of like the rich people go to see like their sport, there's something special.
Horse
I feel
racing.
like that's what this.
Well, I feel like that's like low key, like tennis. Golf is lessening the stigma, but used to be. Polo.
Is tennis really expensive to go watch a game?
I just don't feel like they have a lot of places you can go to. So the ones you go to are like Wimbledon.
I guess.
well, like there's a lot in
Well, it's like
in,
when, go ahead.
Indian Springs near Coachella
yeah,
Valley.
there
Like
is,
that's that's like a world class thing.
It's
And
like a
they
golf
play.
town.
They play.
Well,
yeah,
no,
it's
that's
like
also-
that's a tennis.
no, but it's
too.
both.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
like because it's all private community, so everything's gated, but then they all are built around golf courses. So it's like,
I feel like those
crazy.
sports will always be around because there isn't necessarily like
there's always
no
a,
one-
a market.
and there's not there's not people trying to keep it afloat. There's you know what I mean?
just
Like
there.
it's there. It's just what we do, you know.
Which is funny because like tennis is like somewhat accessible. Like
It's very
even like
accessible.
urban neighborhoods, they have tennis courts and people.
Golf is pretty accessible, but it's just like
I mean, there's driving ranges, but like if you're in like the central Los Angeles,
Oh yeah, okay.
like, but anyway, outside, yeah, like you don't have to drive too far. I was actually wondering because I was talking with Marlene about it. I don't know if you guys have been. Would you guys want to go paintballing?
Oh, I'd love it. I want to go. Hell yeah.
It's fun. I haven't been since I was in like maybe
You can
junior
run behind
high.
the little blow up bags.
Well, because so we were like saying like of my friends and her friends were like, oh, who do we want on each person's team?
Oh, let's go squad against squad.
And then I was like,
Let's go squad against squad.
I was like,
Tell her to get her best 6. You get your best 6.
sheesh. Because I'm like, I feel like Nufo would be pretty good because he's small, but he's like he's very well built. He's not a huge. I feel like
We'll just fly Jason in for
kind
the
of
weekend.
I'm kind of tall, so I don't know if like I'm a big target.
Jason.
He's like,
He's like, I don't know if it's necessary, but I brought a holster from a paintball gun.
he's like, I also brought a fully automatic assault rifle too. I don't think we'll need it, but just in case.
Just in case someone tries to run up on us, I got us covered.
That would be fun. I would love to do that shit.
Yeah, I mean, like if
That shit we got to like film.
I wonder how Tay would be at paintball.
Probably aggressive. I want to headshot him.
But like, I feel like he'd be. You think he'd be reckless?
Yeah, of course.
Like run into the open field and just like in the movies, and he just like
I could just,
take the Denzel, just like.
King Kong does have shit on him.
King Kong ain't got shit on
I know
me.
he might get a Tarkov on you.
Because that'd be like a fun. Like,
I feel like he might just like sit in one spot and just like hide and be like, I'm not gonna leave until I hear somebody.
He's
I
still
might
there
get
3
somebody.
days later. He's
like-
made a freaking ghillie suit.
Yeah.
Tay, where'd you go? We've
Killed
been
a
2
rabbit
weeks.
and stuff to eat.
He's got a little.
I've been peeing in this bucket
He's
for
got
like.
a raccoon beanie thing with a little tail
It's
off.
like, Tay, did you make that here?
Bow necklace and
or-
shit. And you're like, whoa.
It's all his baby teeth. He went home and got his baby teeth made a necklace.
I killed a walk-on kid who came out. Needed something to eat.
He's all sticking up the dentist.
But yeah, it'd be fun, like little team building
Oh
exercise.
yeah, that would be hella fun.
Because I looked up and it's you have a group of 10 and it's like 750, but that's only like 75 each, and you get
Yeah.
like 1,600 paintballs, and you get like
The whole
I don't know
thing,
however
yeah.
many
It's a
hours,
lot.
and that's like a private group. I'm like, that's pretty cheap.
Yeah, I'd be down.
That's cheap.
I feel like we can get more than that.
I'd
Yeah.
be down. I'm a killer.
I love it. I'm a killer.
Yeah, and I'm gonna definitely hit you and then hit you again in the head just for fun. Like, I'm out. Stop! I'm out.
Now everybody on the opposite team, you just know go for Trey. Just gang up on him. I can be like, Trey's right here.
There's always a conversation where Trey's like, I'm a killer. I'm tough. I'm an alpha. And I'm like, bro,
Don't hurt me.
I don't know.
I feel like they hit me.
Excuse me.
Guys. I dropped my glasses.
Time out.
I didn't know black people can welt up so bad. That shit hurt.
You don't got contacts, right?
I have to just put these over the mask.
Just to get shot off, you're like, because that shit's like. I remember I used to play with glasses. That fog is crazy.
Bro, you're like, I
So
can't see.
That's that fog of war.
it's a fog of
Fog
Trey.
of war.
Can't
Yeah,
see.
that'd be fun though. Yeah, I would love to do that. I'd freeze a couple of them.
Who would you want on your team?
Too. I don't need
I'd
anybody.
freeze a couple of them. He's like coming in with his own little bag. Excuse me, sir. You can't put the.
He's like, I'm a referee. What are you telling me?
No, I would take you guys.
Thanks.
I
Obviously.
take Neilio. I take Nufo. I
Are
take
you just
Jimmy.
naming friends?
I take Jimmy. I feel like he'd be a silent killer.
I take Bill.
Yeah,
Small, feisty.
Small. Yeah.
squirrely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Plus, like, he'd roll up with the bandana on or something. Like,
Look
he
vicious.
looking, yeah.
He would just go in a cutoff.
I'd be like, yeah, bro, but you have to either braid your hair hard and like bandana, or
that's
like
not fair. They got Yellow Wolf. he's like a white Native American. That's not fair.
I can't tell. Can I shoot him, or is that a hate crime? I don't know what to do.
Call me Motorfoot.
Is Yellow Wolf? Is he part native? Or is he all?
No,
Okay, I was like, he looked white as hell.
The braids.
Yeah.
I got you.
back
got
when,
you.
yeah, back when. You know,
Back, way back when.
If you got, because those are just twists. Like if you got paint in it, would you have to like wash it all out and then? Like,
Well, I
'cause you're
can't
gonna-
undo them, but yeah, I could get it out. I can't comb these out though. I mean, I could, but
it'd be a whole thing.
I'd lose probably half of it.
Last week there was a lot of talk about you cutting your hair.
I do. I'm tired of it, dude. But at the same time, it's like I don't know what I want to do if I cut it, so it's just gonna keep growing.
Yeah, because you wouldn't do like just half
Just-
length.
yeah,
Because
that's
that's
what I'm
just like
saying, you
you've
know,
done
so-
that before too.
How
Yep.
long have you been
like
going
5
out?
years. Well, not cutting it realistically, like 7 years, but dreaded up like 5 years.
You should go like Jay-Z. That shit was
Those are
tight.
crazy. Yeah, do the big ones. I could go to like a salon and have them like combine a bunch of them.
That would be cool.
I should maybe
That's
I'll
a little.
do that
That's like
Before
avant-garde,
he's
but not
cutting.
crazy.
before I cut them. Yeah, exactly. I'll go all Basquiat.
Yeah.
Because it takes a long time to grow the hair back out again. That's how it,
You know, that's why it's like I want to cut it.
Would you ever get braids? Because I know you had cornrows
I had
before,
cornrows
right?
with braids. I don't know.
Get the
The Snoop Dogg, just 2 in 1.
Oh no, I was gonna say. Oh, that would be tight.
Remember
actually.
the old
Pusha T's?
Remember the old Crowder?
Oh yeah,
He had the big one,
He
right?
had the big ones.
The one.
yeah. He had the big ones. Yeah.
Who's that dude in he was in a lot of movies in like the 2000s and 90s. He in Dead Prez, and it's like a lot of like thin braids. You know, that was like a very 90s thing.
What's his name? Was he in like all the black movies?
Yeah.
I
You know
exactly-
what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
Lorenz Tate.
Lorenz Tate, because he was O-Dog in fucking Menace to Society.
He's a G. What's he doing? Lorenz Tate's high.
Just still looking young as fuck.
yeah,
At, like 50 years old.
He's kind of. I mean, I probably haven't seen him in anything in like 15 years, but like he never aged
He's
throughout
in
any
like
of the
every
movies.
black like cult movie.
He's
Lorenz
good.
Tate.
Lorenz
Yeah.
Tate. He's like.
Oh, he was in Crash.
Yeah.
I never seen Crash neither.
It was
Yeah,
good.
was he crack? That was a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's Guy Ritchie.
Oh, he was in Ray.
Yeah,
Never seen
he
Ray.
was. He was in Ray with Jamie Foxx. He was.
World
like-
War Z. Oh, he's just never mind. That's the video game. He was a voice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I ended up watching all of They Clone Tyrone.
What'd you
I
think?
really liked it.
You did.
It was like
you sounded like. Oh, you did.
because I remember I asked you about it and you were like, it was weird. I didn't really get it, and it was like, it was kind of like overt, but it wasn't, or
That's
it was subtle at the
exactly.
same time. It was like, oh, what's like the more
the
underlying
chicken?
message? And it's like it was pretty like. Yeah, out and out. It's like, oh yeah, like the black community has been manipulated by corporations and stuff to keep them like under control and impoverished and stuff. But I thought Jamie Foxx was really good in that.
It was cool for that respect. Yeah, I thought it could have been carried out a little bit better. Vince Staples show was better. Same idea.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's more less. I don't know. It's pretty wacky.
They're
You could
both.
say it's
Yeah,
wacky,
they're both
but
wacky.
wacky in a different way. Both dark and like,
Yeah, because Vince's is wacky, but in like
it's very smart.
yeah,
like-
and it's not like a ha ha ha. It's like a
Oh.
it's like oh shit.
Or when, in that first episode when he calls Collect from the prison or something.
Oh fuck.
And then he's like, he says some shit like, "Hey, watch." And then it's like,
That's what it
you're
said.
getting a call from. I was like,
Like his mom's just off chilling there. Like I need you to.
his
give me
mom's like a artist.
G?
Because wasn't she? I don't know if she was ex Black Panther, but like something like that. Maybe
Well,
something
he
a
just
little
said
more.
like she's definitely the character is loosely based off his mom. He said his mom has done some stuff similar to that exact scene.
But that the bank robbery one, that's
Hilarious.
like so good. You got to watch that. I think you could just
like, don't
burn
do
through
that.
it. You could burn through it in like an evening.
Don't do
Yeah.
that. He's like, well, do what?
I wouldn't do that if I were you. It's like you would. I didn't think because like he has a certain delivery. You know, it's like very monotone, not like super emotional in it. But it like I wasn't sure how that pan out. It works so well.
When the dude's singing to him in jail, I was dying. He's like, bruh, it's not the time. He's like, but bruh. And then across the cell is supposed to be like an op of his, but he don't even know why he's his op. The dude just like, you Vince Staples from such and such? He's like, yeah, we gonna get down. He's like, he's like, for what? What?
That dude in
didn't do shit.
his celly had like a Lakeith Stanfield energy, but like an annoying
exactly. He
Lakeith.
had it was a little. It was.
Did you
like
ever see Book of
Lakeith's-
Clarence?
No, I want to see. I'm gonna watch it
Because it's out.
I know,
It's
it's
gone,
out,
right? It's
yeah.
already, yeah.
I'm definitely gonna watch.
I feel like
that
a
shit.
lot of movies recently went like
Quick.
like Willy Wonka. That one.
I heard that wasn't. It was a musical, but I heard it wasn't as bad as like.
It was a
it
musical.
was a musical.
Yeah, I didn't see it, so I can't really say. But
I know it's like already out on like Max, like the
Well,
HBO.
I'm pretty sure they consider the original a musical.
There was a lot of like musical numbers.
I
in
guess I could see that it's always been some type of a musical kind of thing. Yeah.
it's hard to
but
top Gene Wilder though. Like,
it's
'cause
impossible.
that feels so weird, but like
He had
very brilliant with his acting and delivery and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Timothy Chalamet, he's too pretty, and like so I saw Dune 2 and like he can act pretty well, but like I don't think he could be weird.
Wait, did you ever see? I thought he was weird, and I thought he did Don't Look Up. I thought he was great playing himself, or no, it wasn't himself.
Oh yeah,
he was like
kind of
the-
like some kind of like towny,
Yeah, he was
towny
like
local
the-
teen dude.
He was like Leo's daughter's
It's kind of coming
boyfriend,
back. Yeah, it's kind of coming
or
back.
somebody, or Jennifer Lawrence's like character's like boyfriend or something like that.
I kind of remember.
He's like, "Is it okay if I express my feelings in the car right now? Like, I just want to talk and lay it out."
I like how Leo leveled up in that movie. Second he got famous.
No, I know. It's so funny. He leaves his wife or whatever. So wild.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It leaves everything.
Yeah.
I did drop a
I
dime.
did see that one pretty cool.
They had those like one of ones Wonka shoes for
Yeah.
for
yeah.
Timothy.
Timothy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet.
Chalamet.
Yeah.
Yeah, those. I wonder if he. I mean, because he wore them to like all of
The
the premieres.
yeah.
So I want, then where do they
Either
go?
of you guys ever watched The Wild Thornberrys?
Yeah.
Back in the day from Nickelodeon?
Hell yeah.
You remember her little brother that was like speech impaired?
The monkey. The. Yeah.
You know who played the voice?
Uh-uh.
Flea.
Really? He kind of actually looks like Flea. Yeah. Yeah.
That was Flea.
Yeah, he's like that's funny.
I just saw that the other day. I was like, wow, the more you know. That's crazy.
Would you guys go to a Willy Wonka experience in the UK?
Well, can you explain the experience? Maybe I will go.
So all I know is the Willy Wonka event in Glasgow, Scotland, was where this was set up. It was supposed to be an immersive
good old
experience.
Glasgow.
I didn't see I haven't seen the ads for the experience. I've only seen what it actually looked like.
Look up the thing because it's like a pretty fantastical, but it's like obviously
fire-fested
like
it.
AI generated. I'm like, if they could do that, that's like a movie set experience of like it can be done, but that's quite a budget that would
dude, yeah.
even to do like that LA like
That's crazy. They still
kind
have their
of Instagram
website
experience.
up. Like it was like you guys still have your website up? Like after being
Ridiculed and
I mean,
it's like we're still getting clicks. No?
we're still getting people still signing up.
that's crazy. You can still book it.
That's what-
You can still buy tickets.
Still coming.
So it has supposed to have like the Enchanted Garden and the Imagination Lab and all that kind of stuff. But these are just like, did it show something more than this?
It looked. The
No,
one
not
I
that
saw,
I
it
saw.
didn't look like that. It was just like a thing with like rainbow mushrooms and like all this shit.
Oh, so it's okay. So it's already done. It was
Yeah,
only for
it
2
was like
days. It's
2
a weekend.
Oh, 2 days. Okay.
Yeah, 24th through 25th. An hour, 45 minutes to an hour at the warehouse. I mean, first thing, it's at a warehouse.
Well,
Warehouse.
you know, over here, like they do some crazy pop up
In
shit, like
warehouses,
in the
yes.
warehouses over here. But this
Yeah.
is not Glasgow. This is
But
Los
generally,
Angeles.
like the warehouse
Art
is like
district of
got like a
Brasco.
cool name tag
Los
to it.
Angeles. You know.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's so funny. Media partners coming soon. So anyway, this company that's called the House of Illuminati, which maybe
Just a cash grab. To
yeah,
buy children's.
I don't know. It could, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe
Sounds
they're
like some
trying
Blackstone
to
cover.
steal some kids there or
or
something.
BlackRock, whatever they're called.
But they basically it was $44 a ticket. I don't know if that's USD or
That's
I mean
pounds. That's crazy. 45
but
pence.
Pence.
we'll put the pictures up. But like
Yeah. They blew the budget on that rainbow, you know?
like
That looks worse than like a community rec center, dude.
it's pretty
It's
bad.
And the
Real
kids
bad.
got like a half a cup of lemonade and like 3 jelly beans or something like that.
Yeah, so it
They didn't
says
get no chocolate at the Willy Wonka experience.
the kids received 2 jelly babies. I don't even know what a jelly baby is. I'm
That's
guessing
some
it's a
UK
jelly.
shit.
And
Maybe Millicent can enlighten us.
yeah, and I love this statement: a quarter of a can of limeade. A quarter of a can.
that $44
That's one
goes
sip.
a long way.
Yeah, so this is the immersive event you can see.
Immersive.
That's what they're supposed to call it. They call it an immersive event, like the TV that's just like hanging there.
Those backdrops are just like
Like-
some vinyl prints and shit.
Oh, I'm immersed.
I really want to meet the people that put this on because I just imagine them being crackheads.
That's
Being
the-
like, all right, what we're going to do is.
That's the Wish version of Willy Wonka. It's like, oh, we already have Willy Wonka at home. Temu type shit.
That
I
was-
mean,
yeah, that's
if
bad.
anything, though, somebody should look at this and then be inspired to do
scam?
something just
Yeah.
a little bit better because they have set the bar really, really low. with
That's
this.
like even worse than like a little mini golf experience. You know?
It looks like someone just like after like Christmas went out and stole people's like Christmas decor on their front
That
lawns
looked like
and threw it together.
The auditorium of like a middle school prom.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
With the one picture that you take photos.
Yeah. You walk under the rainbow thing.
Yeah, it looked like the Sadie Hawkins at freaking Vineyard Junior High,
Oh my god.
or the Winter Formal.
I never went to any high school dances.
I never went to one either. Pound it.
I went to the ones in junior high.
I did too.
Did those slow dances where you just don't
Yeah.
move.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just like,
Hands
Get
on the
caught
hips.
with the flashlight because you're freak dancing.
Yeah.
Stop freak
Hey,
dancing.
hey.
Like the flashlight, like you could feel a flashlight.
You're a little close there. Little close.
watch those hands,
Watch
hands,
those
young man.
hands.
And it was always like the teachers or like the security ones are like the most like
Overbearing ones.
or like super granola-y, like super like yeah, this is making you feel awkward. That's what's happening right now. You feeling uncomfortable.
Jeez.
Yeah. I got nothing after that Willy Wonka. Just that shit was funny.
Bits of coins. Chocolate coins.
So Bitcoin did hit an all-time high, which is crazy.
All time high?
Yeah.
What did it hit?
68,000.
All-time new all-time.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's the all-time high that's ever
No,
hit.
it's been higher before, right?
Nope.
Do they burn?
never been higher.
Do they burn
Yeah.
Bitcoin like how you know in
No.
some other? Oh, they don't. It's just a
There's
finite.
just a finite amount, and they through computing power, you basically get like these like hash codes, and like that is equating to a Bitcoin that is mining, but you're mining more or less. You're just computing.
Yeah, that's why those
you
like
know.
those Bitcoin farms take
Yeah.
up a lot of energy and like generate so much heat and stuff.
I'm
Are
curious.
you a millionaire?
Me? I don't know. I wonder
You
if
should turn around.
I never invested in Bitcoin. I had some other stuff, but like I never.
I'm in
so.
the red still.
The highest it was, I think prior was like 65,000.
Okay.
So I mean, it's crazy. It just
It's back.
it's never back. Like it's back. I don't know enough. Because I guess like after, you know, there's so many times I've seen this like happen, I just stopped paying attention. Although it goes higher and higher,
After I lost my ass, I kind of stopped.
but I
caring.
don't even know why it popped.
Yeah,
Did
me
you-
either.
Did you lose a lot?
I've crept back because I hadn't opened my Bitcoin or my Coinbase in about 2 years, and I heard all this talk, and I reopened it, and I said, "Oh, I'm still down, but I'm up a little bit."
I think.
Yeah, I'm down about another. I got another like G to go. Then I'll be back to what I invested.
Back, which would be $1,000.
Back to what I invested. Yeah, so I'm still under what I even just put in.
Yeah, I'm like
I'm not.
You up?
No.
What is it like? Chain? Was it Chain or
Chainlink?
was it? Is that one of them? Chainlink. That one was supposed to be all big, so I invested like not even that much, probably like a few $100s in that. Solana, I had like a few $100s. I heard that one's
I think I got some Solana.
okay.
I think I still got some Shibuya.
I mean, I'm up
That's what I'm saying. I'm
for
up, but
the year,
that's what I'm saying. I'm up for the year too, but I'm down.
but I'm still down.
I'm down for what I've invested. Like I
Yeah.
haven't even. I'm not
Yeah.
even to what I've put in.
Kind of scared to check my Coinbase. I haven't even looked.
Well, I think it's just what's depressing is all the things that I am like, oh, these at that time I was like,
Facts.
fuck yeah, and now it's like they probably never are going to pop
I
because
think I got like a million Shibus. yeah.
Shiba Inu coin?
damn you got that Doge baby,
Yeah, what's up with that Doge?
you got that
I
Doge
got,
baby,
I got like a million little Shiba.
little. Yeah, I mean,
I was all looking at this shit. I was like, well, this can't come back like mana or whatever. I was like, this can't
I
come
remember
back.
Mana.
Yeah. I was like, this is
Yeah,
dead.
Decentraland. That was
I have that one.
that was Mana. Yeah,
That was Mana.
I mean, like Loop Ring, Polygon.
Polygon.
Oh, Polygon.
Algo.
I had Poly.
Yeah, Matic.
Poly was
I have,
like,
I have all
Poly,
that
Matic,
shit.
Matic, and Soul were like
Algo.
my shit.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mainly have
Is
Bitcoin,
Matic
Ethereum, and Ethereum Classic.
Well, like, so the
Matic
thing
shit?
is, like, everything goes up when Bitcoin goes
Goes
up,
up.
except it used to be really close, right? So, like, things used to, like, rocket the same way. So you would expect that since Bitcoin's at an all-time high, that your things would be all-time highs, and it doesn't equate that way.
That's
They
exactly-
do go up, but they're not.
Well, that's what it
anywhere
is.
near-
Still in the red.
Yeah, and like most of like there were so many shit coins and like shilling, those kind of things. People really aren't trying to like
Do that.
or they're new coins, new companies, new stuff that people put out. If I was like, if like you're trying to make money off it, that's probably how you're doing it. You're not trying to sit on some old timer.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, but I did check my shit. I was like, oh, okay, I can pull out, I guess, and not be that.
I know,
bad.
but I feel like it's still at this point. You're like,
Might as well just
why?
That's
Just
exactly
keep
what
on
it-
going.
That's exactly. I said I didn't look at it for 2 years.
And
What's
I've
the-
already forgot about it. Like
That's what I said.
like I've completely
I said that money is gone.
erased the amount of money I
That
lost
money
from
is-
my mind. So, you want to hear something crazy? Have you done your taxes?
No.
Have you
Not
done your
yet.
taxes?
I'm about to.
Do you know
I've
that
been
you
saying
can
that.
claim you can claim medical bills and taxes? Yeah. Do you guys want to take a guess?
What you can claim up to?
At how much money my medical bills were last year?
I'm gonna guess. Let's see.
15,
Higher.
20,
Lower.
17,
Higher.
19.5.
Lower.
18.7.
Yeah, about 18. Yeah. Dude, it gave me the
Chills.
huge. No, but I got a huge.
Deduction.
Huge. It was like,
Maybe you should be sick more often.
I mean, I didn't get the same amount of money back that I put in. Not putting the money in would have made me richer at the end of the day. It's not like it's not like it works like that. But I was like, damn, that's kind of, felt good.
Personal health or riches?
As your riches. Fuck your health. Oh, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I know. I didn't. It's like one of those things. It was like, did you have any medical procedures? I was like, well, yes.
So I guess, yeah, it equates to a lot because I mean, medical shit's expensive.
Yeah, and like you can claim like anything from like an actual procedure or like being hospitalized or like
Bacchiotomies.
Did
doctor
Biden
recommends.
expunge any of your guys' school debts?
not mine because I don't think I was in the melanin zone.
Well, Matt's wife got hers taken away.
Really? What'd she do?
Yeah, exactly.
She worked for the government?
No, but it wasn't a lot, and it wasn't even like it may have been like I don't know what it was for. Or maybe it would just been a grant or something, but it wasn't a lot.
Because I know what he did do is hook it up where it's like the least it's like the lowest payment with no tax or no interest kind of scenario.
No, I want to say hers was like under 10 grand, and she got it taken care of.
Yeah, that's cool.
All is forgiven.
I got
Not for me.
$64 in Bitcoin. I got 0.000944 of a Bitcoin. I got like a G.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I was like a little bit. I was like, oh, I could pull out, but then it shows you what you've put in.
That's what.
I actually think I made money because like I remember when it went down, I was like down to like 400 or something when after everything crashed because like I didn't invest that much. And then now I think this is like more money than I started out
He
with.
said, oh shit!
It's
So
all
is
it's
Bitcoin
all,
back?
Um,
Is it back?
it's all a majority of is
come
Polygon.
back? Yeah.
It's Matic.
it's
Matic is
Matic.
still. Matic
I
is
let all
popping.
my Matic go. I had a lot.
I was
let it
like,
go.
looks good, so I was just like putting money into it.
Baby, come back.
That's how they all were. I was just like, oh, I like this color.
I know.
Yeah.
This name is super cool. Their symbol looks like they put a lot of money into it.
I was like, this unicorn or like unicorn one, it's probably so stupid that it has to
What
make
was
money.
the unicorn one? Because I had that one.
Uniswap.
Uniswap.
sounds a little suspect.
Uniswap.
Exactly. I was like, oh, this sounds sus, but it's probably not because it's got to be so sus that it's not sus.
If it's so sus, it actually.
If it's only a little sus,
unsusses
my red
itself.
flag indicator would go up. But if it's so sus, or it's not
Do you
sus
think
enough.
that the kids younger than us even do the?
No, it's embarrassing for us to be like talking about it. You know, like nobody wants to hear about that.
But go back 3 years ago, everyone was, well, I have. Well, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, I was like,
Huh.
I was chewing off people's ears at party. I'm like, hey, so
Everyone's just like, everyone's using terms that never heard. So the market's real bearish looking.
I know. Just using hodl, baby. Hodl. Hodl forever.
hodl,
What are you talking about? I don't know these terms.
diamond hands.
Got diamond hands. Yup.
What? Everyone's a trader all of a sudden. Hey, but
I know. It's so funny. People like just posting like pictures of their shit. They're like, oh my God, it's going up. You're like,
is it really?
just watch.
Oh, just
Just watch.
is it really though?
Donnie Thornberry.
Yep, Donnie Thornberry, Flea, crazy.
That is pretty crazy. Yeah.
Any predictions on who's going to win the final this year?
For NBA?
Yeah,
Hopefully me.
Have you been watching?
yeah.
Which games have you watched recently?
The ones I get on Spectrum, so it'd be like,
It's damn near all of them.
it'd be the TNT games, and then whatever's on local.
Did you catch any of the Cavs games that just happened? Like
No,
it was
I
Cavs
haven't
with
caught. I don't even think I get those games.
Yeah, they're out of market.
so it was Cavs versus Boston.
Oh, but if it was on a weekend,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
it was Cavs versus Boston. Cavs won. They beat the best team, and then
Oh, it was
and then
I
two
heard
nights
that.
ago or last night, I think it was 2 nights ago. It was Cavs versus Timberwolves, and Cavs won.
But did you see that block that what's his name
Oh,
had?
dude, against
Garland, was it?
no, is the block against Dame Time that
Yeah,
block?
it was Ant blocked somebody.
Oh, never mind, different one.
No,
Different
Ant
one.
got up. His head was above the rim type shit. Like the backboard pushed him down.
Without Cat, they won't. That's it.
Yeah.
It was like that so they'll go down. I still don't understand how
Got Naz Reid.
OKC is so high. Like I don't get it. Like I watch OKC play. Like
Young.
yeah, they don't really. But
They got the gas,
I guess
but they
it's-
don't got the experience.
I guess
Yeah,
it's
they're
because
young.
All gas,
like,
no
and I guess
breaks.
also because
Gas, no breaks.
like Chet really does give
Enough.
to what.
Shy.
Because yeah.
Gritty.
I feel like
Dude,
Giddy's
he's the
not
biggest
that
bust
great,
this
man.
year. Like he's not good.
Yeah. Yeah, and
not.
that dude like Lugan,
Against Dort.
Yeah.
Dortz, he's not that great. Like
He's
consistently
just
great.
like a lockdown defender, dude. He doesn't have stats. though.
Chet is good though, and Shy is good.
yeah. It's like SGA and Chet are the ones to hold down,
They're
but
good.
I don't know. I think maybe Clippers versus Boston in the finals.
I just want to see Clippers make Western Conference Finals. I don't, because like you know the powerhouse LA or powerhouse West Coast teams like Denver.
They look good. I will say I watched Denver play the other night, and like
Denver's they've been looking good the last 4 or 5 because they got Jokic.
yeah,
They're
They-
dialed in, but Phoenix doesn't look good.
no.
Streaky.
If Phoenix gets D-Book back and he stays healthy, and him and KD and Beal are able to play
Beal are
together
good-
for
Beal are
some
good at this
time,
shit.
then maybe. But like you're already towards the end of the season,
and
so-
they barely played.
Yeah,
together.
like I was watching Beal play. Like he's still trying to play like he's that
Washington.
guy at Washington. You're like, it's a
You're
completely
not that
different
guy.
game, man. Like,
You see, IT made it into the G League.
did he?
He
Really?
put up 32 points his first game.
Yeah, but you see all
That's
these
crazy how he wasn't in the G League.
because he hustles.
What's he playing? Who do you know? What sister team? Like what it's
Fuck.
Be funny if it's like Boston's.
No,
G
it's
League
not
team.
them.
no, because he
I-
plays like. I feel like he plays like for he's on Charlotte's.
Might be them. I can't remember, but yeah, he just started playing. He put up 32 points his first game.
Good for fucking.
They're like, IT's on fire. Like, he was fucking a dude in the NBA for a season or two.
Why'd they let him go?
Height.
He's too
I
short.
think it just stopped like working out, and then
probably they
nobody
like
wanted to
reformatted the team, and they're not gonna like
no
build a
other
team
team
around
wanted
him.
to take a chance on him.
I think also like there's kind of a continue or
Short King syndrome.
John Wall, and IT.
Isn't Kemba Walker?
And Kemba.
He's
I was
gone
gonna say all
too.
three
Kemba
of them,
hasn't
yeah.
played.
And like I feel like that's just kind of in if you aren't the guy at being shorter at point guard, like if you ain't him, then there's no space for you really.
Realistically, yeah, the shortest we got is Steph.
And now you got big dudes making like even Chet was serving up some like ridiculous passes the other night. I'm like, you got big guys
Dude,
doing dimes.
Sabonis
man.
does more dimes than De'Aaron Fox.
Because they're not awkward bigs. They're fucking athletic.
They can
bigs.
knock down threes because like Embiid is like he could do.
He's
got
like half awkward,
but he's got like handles too.
yeah, he could shoot.
I mean, I'll call Jokic awkward, but he's still doing it.
He's awkward,
But he
Jokic
doesn't-
is
he
the
doesn't-
most awkward.
He doesn't
He's still
overexert
doing
himself. He
it.
doesn't
This
try and
shit's
be
crazy.
athletic, but he just does it.
And
I think
Luka
it's
is just smooth. He kind
I
of
still would think that if that pairing happens, like Luka with Jokic,
call them the Eastern Europeans.
yeah, it's called the
Serbia
yeah.
and
Just Euro stepping. That's all they can.
Euros.
All you're allowed to do. Just a Euro.
That'd be dope. I mean, they're both ballers, but yeah, if you're not the dude, it's like. But then how's like Pat Beverly still playing?
Because he's defense.
You're right.
It's the same thing with like
not
Caruso.
glamorous.
You're right.
It's all those dudes that like are in there because they get you 3 steals a game, you know, or something like that. Couple
yeah,
blocks
Caruso
in.
wins me them steals. That's why I always pick him up. Nobody ever picks him up. He gets blocks too. He'll get like 3 blocks in the game too.
Yeah, you do
and
need
like
them
2.
dogs. You need them dogs, dude.
I don't know if it was real or not, but I did see a post that said Lonzo still has pain when he's running.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah.
I
I don't know
think
if it's true or not, but it said like
Denver, Boston.
Denver,
Boston. I could
That's-
see that.
I think Minnesota
yeah.
still has a chance, but they've been getting beat. Like, well, Clippers beat them, but then Clippers have lost 5 of 10 the last 10 games. So
Have they?
yeah, they were on a streak for a little bit. Like Harden he got in the system, but PG's been real cold lately.
Yeah. They won today. Okay, season first in the West.
Are they?
Like,
That's the weirdest. They're only half a game back from Minnesota. One
is
from
Denver in third place?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The top four are pretty much set. It's gonna be OKC, Minnesota, Denver, LA, unless one of those 4
Where are the Lakers at?
9th.
Ooh, what's the rest of the top 10 in that?
It goes OKC, Minnesota, Denver, LA, New Orleans, Phoenix, Sacramento, Dallas.
New Orleans is ahead of Phoenix. That's a dark horse for sure. What?
Pelicans. I mean,
I think it's because the first year that Zion's actually played throughout the
Playing.
full season.
and Slim,
He's still hurt,
Brandon
but
Ingram's.
yeah, and
balling.
also it was the
Trey
first
Murphy.
It was the first season that they had Ingram with Zion and McCollum.
What's his name? McCollum. Yeah.
Like they, I wouldn't say any of those guys are
A wrap.
a crazy all-star, but all
Not
together,
a crazy all star, but they're all
they've
B
all
pluses.
yeah, and they've all been at A before.
I
They've
think
all had
Brandon Ingram is most underrated.
easily. But yeah,
He's like, what's his name is underrated too? Clarkson.
you think so?
I think
don't
Clarkson's
think
just
so.
rated.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
Since
I
he
think
left and went over to where is it? Utah.
Utah.
yeah,
He's
Utah.
not underrated over there. Yeah,
He's just rated.
he's
I
just
mean-
rated. Yeah.
I think 2 seasons ago it was probably one of his best seasons.
Yeah.
You know, where it's just like this dude's outstanding.
Breakout,
Yeah. You know,
Where's fuck, where is it? What's the rest of the West look like?
so his 6th
Basically,
place
who's
was
9th?
Phoenix, and then Sacramento 7th.
Sacramento's
Dallas,
sick. Like,
yeah,
good.
Dallas 8th, LA 9th, Golden State 10th.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
So it's going to be LA
And that's basically
the
it.
Warriors fighting for it. Yeah.
It like the difference
But
between
the
fourth
Lakers,
and
no, that's if they.
the difference between 4th and 5th is 4 games. So like I said, you have to have like a pretty
Streak on
big,
both ways, like,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
dropped-
But the
dropping a-
Lakers are automatically in it. I was like, no, that was if.
But
the
they
end
kind of
season.
are though, like because the next team from the Lakers and Golden State's the Rockets, and they're like 6 games back. So it's like the same kind of like.
But they're going to be in the play-ins, right?
Not the Rockets.
No,
No,
Lakers.
yeah. The Lake. No matter what, pretty much Dallas, LA, and Golden State are the play-ins.
Play-ins, right?
And then it's going to be somewhere between Phoenix, New Orleans, or Sacramento. Like those three can change.
Dang. So if it was all set like it is now, Clippers play Oklahoma City in the first round.
Yeah.
Right now, no. They play fifth. So Clippers play New Orleans because it's fourth versus fifth.
Oh, okay.
Third and sixth, seventh and second, first and eighth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. I thought it was
Yeah,
first
4
and
or
four.
5,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be like I think
they
Clippers
beat that
could go.
one. I think it'd be crazy to see a first round Denver versus Suns.
Sheesh.
That's gonna be a good.
That'd
one.
be wild. The East Coast is funny, man, because it's Boston, and then the next team close to them is 7.5 back, and that's Cleveland, and then Milwaukee, then New York.
Wow, they're behind Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. And then it's New York, Orlando,
New
Miami.
York's in the top.
Huh?
Well, actually, they've been balling. I heard Randall, New
Yeah.
York.
Yeah.
Oh, but Randall's injured, right? But Brunson's.
It was
Brunson's-
You've got Brunson on your team,
Dude,
right?
my dad's favorite player right now is Brunson.
Brunson?
He's like, I'm a New York Knicks fan. I just like watching him. He's like, it's the most exciting
Wasn't
player
he on
to watch.
Dallas?
Yeah,
He was.
He was.
That
He
was
left like
fucked
2 years
up.
ago.
Because they got
'Cause
Kyrie.
Well,
Yeah.
because also he was the second to Luca. He never was getting minutes. You're not going to get minutes if you're the
He played with heart. He's underrated.
yeah. But like basically that's it. Like you're going to have Atlanta and Chicago and Indiana.
Atlanta's never won a championship.
I mean,
It's Atlanta.
they're kind
I
of
know.
they're like a big city, but I would call them small market.
Small
still.
market, yeah.
Well, because like Trey is out for the season, right?
Is he?
Did he
He
get
might-
injured?
He's
He had
injured.
a
I think he
hand
had surgery or
right?
something. So he's like definitely. I feel like he'd miss part of the postseason because how many weeks do we got left until the playoffs? Not that long, right?
Yeah, I think he just had successful hand surgery. I think you're right.
6, I think. It's 6.
I think Nufo had him, so it gave me a break when I played him last week. In
Dude,
fantasy.
Nufo's team is so funny. Held on to
Ja.
Ja.
Ja,
forever.
he got a glorious 3 weeks from Ja.
Yeah. It is the Sunday the 14th. So what's today? So the 9th. So it's like
2 weeks.
like 5. You got 5 weeks
Oh, you said of next month.
of April. Yeah, April 14th. So yeah, you got about 5 weeks left. That's not a lot.
Not at all.
No. I mean, it was 84 games. Is that what it is?
86?
86.
I wonder how much New Orleans
40, 50,
Pelicans
60.
Clippers tickets will cost. Because that's not an exciting series, you know. Like there's nobody on except for Zion, but I don't think there's that many big fans of Zion in LA.
Mariah Mills. But man,
Big in stature?
yeah. I don't know if she lives out here though. And I think it's the other way around. I think he's a fan of hers.
Yeah, just not going to his games.
Do you guys ever see any of the interviews that Funny Marco be doing? He's
No.
got like the Bobby.
I know, yeah, that's like the
That's where
one
she
that
got her.
Bobby got.
He
Bi-
just did.
Bill's seen him.
He just did a. Oh, really?
Probably. I assume.
Oh.
You guys are tuned
Oh
in
yeah,
the
Bill's
same
definitely
shit.
knows fun. Yeah, but he just did an interview with John Cena, and it was so funny because it's
Ooh,
like
that'd
two
be good.
trolls trolling each other. So it was a great interview.
Oh, I watched that. I watched that.
It was hilarious, and at the very beginning, because Funny Marco's hilarious. He's sitting in the chair, and then they pan over to an empty chair, but you hear John Cena.
Oh,
So he's talking to him for about 2 minutes, but you don't see him. And he goes, "You know what, John Cena? It's really hard to see you." And then he like appears sitting in the chair. It's pretty funny though. But like those guys, John Cena's hilarious. He's got that like super clean like rock.
yeah. He could be like sincere and heartfelt to his interviews, but like that'd be funny. Like
He was
watching
off the
him
cuff quick. Yeah,
spar
it was
like
hilarious.
that.
Yeah, it was hilarious. I was like, that was actually funny. You guys should check it out. Funny
I'll watch
Marco,
that
John
one.
Cena. Yeah, it was hilarious. Yeah,
He starred in OnlyFans.
John Cena.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get to see various pictures of him in jorts.
But all
I
those
don't-
people, like Cardi B has the OnlyFans, but she's literally just talking to her like diehard fans.
yeah, Whitney
on
Cummings has her special on
Yeah, it's
OnlyFans
like-
TV or something. They're trying to diversify,
trying
you know?
to diversify. I mean, it's a way for their fan to pay them directly. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because John Cena probably is dirt poor, I'm sure.
I mean, I feel like
Because he's in a new movie called like Nikki Splanicky or something like that. This was
is he?
He was good in
Yeah.
Peacemaker. Did you watch the TV show?
The TV show
It
was
great.
great.
Was
Yeah,
I
it
haven't
was
seen it.
actually really good.
Like,
Yeah, I was
and
super
in
surprised. And he
Suicide
was
Squad,
yeah, yeah.
that was great. Did you see that?
I did see that.
I thought
Yeah.
that was like not the
second
first one,
one.
the second one. First one was awful.
It's all right, but it's just like one
Well,
of those
yeah, it was-
movies
it was
where
just like a
didn't
movie,
have
nothing
I
happened.
like
Yeah.
the first one better than the second one.
Really?
Yeah, I felt like the second one's characters were like stupid.
I thought that was the whole point. Like it was silly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
And,
didn't
like,
like that part.
The first one was like overly serious, but it wasn't like it wasn't fun to watch. Like there was
I
like
felt like I had seen the second one with Ben Stiller before.
Midnight Men or something like that. Mystery Men.
There it is.
I get that vibe.
Mystery
I like that
Man?
dot
Yep.
guy, David Dalmau.
I hated that
Dalmatian. I
character.
thought he was funny.
I was like, this is the Mystery Men, but under the guise.
Wow.
I was like, but under the guise of like the Suicide Squad.
Ben Stiller, Janine Garofalo, William H. Macy. What a freaking cast. Holy crap.
They don't make movies like
They don't make movies like that. That was like fucking Zoolander days, bro.
Jeffrey Rush. Great
Bruh.
Kinnear.
Rush, wow.
Bro, and they were just like reject superheroes. It was basically Suicide Squad.
But they didn't
2.
have any powers, right? They just were like
They, I
everyday
don't think
guys.
they were just like
Damn, Eddie Izzard was in it.
Eddie Izzard's funny.
they were just like
I used to watch his
everyday
old stand-up. He's
Joes.
hilarious.
Yeah, they were like everyday Joes.
You remember League of Extraordinary Men?
It
Gentlemen?
sounds very
Gentlemen,
familiar.
is that it?
LXG.
Yeah, it was with
No, I'm thinking
Sean
of-
Connery.
Sean
I'm
Connery.
thinking of A League of Their Own
Oh, that's one of my favorite movies. Top 10 for sure.
Sean-
with
Gina
Madonna.
Davis,
Is that Madonna?
Madonna, Rosie
yeah,
O'Donnell.
and Hanks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
There's no
of.
crying in
There's no
baseball.
crying in baseball.
Top
Yeah,
10
League of
for
Their
sure.
Own.
So that was one
All
of
the way May.
I feel like that was one of the movies that they were allowed to show us on rainy days. There's only a couple of them. It was like that.
I
Cool
only
Runnings,
saw Flubber,
Sandlot.
Flubber and Sandlot. That's all I saw.
Sandlot.
Sandlot
It was
it.
probably like 75% Sandlot, 25% Flubber, but I'm not a big Flubber fan.
Yeah, you're looking pretty crappy.
Flubber. That was hilarious. Or Jumanji.
I never got to see that.
Jumanji was good. It was
Jumanji.
yeah, it was good, and it was also kind of like
Real.
messed up when you think about it.
It
You're
was pretty
like,
dark.
Like, why
it's
is this
pretty
fool
dark.
hunting me?
Yeah, this dude just trying to kill. Like he's legit trying to kill a human to mount him, mount his head on a wall.
Yeah, that
This
was
is
a good
all
movie.
okay.
It was okay back then. Things were different.
Kristen Dunst she's a Southern California girl.
She's from SoCal?
She's from I think she went to maybe somewhere in the IE,
Dang.
like for high school. I remember it was like a cousin or some family friend went to school with her and said she was really stuck up.
oh,
But
Wait, we might have to debunk this story.
uh-oh. I know Cameron
Yeah, where'd
Diaz
she go to
went
high
to school with Snoop Dogg.
She's from New Jersey.
Oh. Cameron Diaz went to school with Snoop Dogg in L.A.
Yeah, I know
They
that
sold their
one.
weed, yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I think she was in Jersey. Kind of, I feel like that.
She's hanging out with Bill.
Coming back from the story the other week, why would a Filipino person lie to me?
Huh?
Don't you
Doesn't love
remember? I
himself.
was
Yeah,
like,
he doesn't love himself.
Filipinos,
Oh, yeah.
shady characters.
Shady characters.
I don't trust them. Trust them as far as I could throw them.
Taking all your uncle's money.
Well, I mean, you might
Can't
be able to
throw
throw
'em
them
very
pretty
far.
far, depending on the size, their aerodynamicy.
That's not nice.
I mean, it's true. The more aerodynamic
lot of short round
someone
ones.
is, yeah. Does it count if you throw them and they roll the rest of the way? Like, is that equal?
No,
got
because
big
the
heads.
throw only.
They'll roll good like a basketball.
They have big heads.
Okay, now you're getting into a little bit of
words.
You're taking a little too far there,
Yeah.
Trey.
You're like the white guy. That
Only I
starts-
can say that. All right,
You're the white guy that starts saying the N word.
it's okay.
It's cool. I got
I've
black
Filipino
friends.
friends.
We're rapping. We're rapping.
Is that not... Oh, you're right. I shouldn't say that, but that's like a
I have
basic...
I have a Filipino co-host. It's cool. I can say that.
No, but it's like most
Keep on
like
digging. Keep
dwarfs
on
and stuff, like
digging.
they have different extremities. Like their extremities aren't.
Yeah, they're different size. They have dwarfed.
That's why I said their
Body.
head is big.
You're talking about
We talking
Filipinos.
about Filipinos.
Oh, I wasn't.
This whole time, what were you thinking? We were
though.
talking.
He heard Filipinos and then he thought dwarves. He's
Yeah.
like,
I
oh.
thought you guys was, I was
I
talking
said,
about
or
dwarf,
I said
yeah.
Filipino, and then he said dwarf. Or
That's
he
why I
thought
said they'll
dwarf.
roll good because they got a big head. That's why I was,
I was
talking
like,
about.
you're taking this
I mean,
into
yeah,
a strangely
what you're saying is still
phrenology.
not good.
still has issues, but now because it's not racist, it's a little. I guess.
It's a little ableist now.
I guess.
instead.
I guess we're okay with it. We'll make it okay.
You're right. You're right.
We won't fix that in post.
you want to watch a little bit of Avatar, yeah? Mm-hmm. It's pretty good for what it is for a kid. You know,
Because it's still for
kids
kids, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and also
hate kid
like
actors,
I
for the most
just
part.
I just think like that's ultimately it. Like it's extremely hard for a kid to put a good performance on for adults. In a cartoon, it's an adult voicing a kid, and
Or it's like usually a woman that does voices. for
like you
everyone.
never like it. Never is like this thing where you're like, oh,
We need
like
more Gary Coleman's.
yeah. Like, could you imagine if they did like a live action like Simpsons? You'd be like, I don't need this. I don't want it. Like I
Who
don't.
played Bert?
Somebody with a yellow hair. Who would play
I was
Bart?
going to say something racist.
I
I
was
could
like
do that.
Macaulay Culkin back in the day.
Yeah. They'd have to, I mean, they would CGI, like, you know what they did with that Cats movie? It'd basically be Cats.
That'd be scary. Very well, like Sonic. They would do just like Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still, though, it looks, because it had human teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like the human teeth thing made it weird.
But there was humans in Sonic.
Yeah.
It was like a live action thing. Did you hear about there was like a Wile E. Coyote movie that came, like it didn't come out, but it was like there was a budget behind it. It was like is it Universal or something that made it, or I think Warner Brothers, and it never came out, and they were just saying like it screened well, it tested well with like screened audiences, but they were like, because they're in the process of cutting a lot of costs, they might just delete it permanently so nobody ever gets
This is
to see
already
it.
made.
It's already made. It's in post and everything. I think it was kind of like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit mix of like live action and cartoon characters.
Oh, yeah. This
It got Coyote versus Acme, and they're like, they could delete it and they'll just get a tax write-off for it.
Yeah.
But it's like, you're just gonna delete it? Like, can't you just give it out for free?
Jason Sudeikis?
No.
Oh.
Is that Charlie Day?
Let's see who was in this. John Cena, Will Forte.
No wonder why we can't see it.
It's just a cartoon character acting with nothing.
I don't know the other people.
That's crazy. No,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's a loss.
Charlie Day needs to be in a Looney Tunes movie.
He's a Looney Tune.
Exactly.
He got the voice for it.
Yeah, he does have the voice for it. He's probably doing voice acting.
He had this one movie he put out with like a lot of people in the cast. I chose it like when me and Marlene were watching these. I was like, oh, I've heard about this movie. Let's watch this one. It was fucking terrible. He plays a guy who gets like let out of like a mental institution, and he's mute, so he can't speak. And he's just like kind of this eccentric guy, and he's a lookalike for this movie actor, and they just put him in this movie, and he's just like bumbles around. I'm like,
Mr. Bean?
it was kind of like that. Yeah.
So,
Not too far. I like Mr. Bean, but like, it was a terrible movie. I was like, oh, I'm sorry I made us watch this.
sometimes,
Wasted our time.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Nah, by the we missed like the last 15, 20 minutes. I was like, why did we make it this far?
Ugh,
I haven't
that's
made
deep.
it. I haven't seen a movie like that
That's deep.
bad
Yeah,
since
that's
that.
deep. 15 minutes left. Might as well
Yeah, we
finish it.
watched like more than an hour, maybe like hour 20, hour and a half.
So you made it further than Rebel Moon?
Oh, that's such a piece of garbage.
That was bad.
But it's like, oh man, I know you didn't like. What didn't you like about the first Dune movie?
I didn't like the dialogue. Cool. Story kind of slow, but the whole thing was slow. Like, am I just gonna watch a movie of people just talking the whole time? Like, where was the?
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of movies where they just talk all the time.
I know that was. I was trying to frame it in the way that like all movies are.
Oh, so a movie?
I think that's the point.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I didn't feel like there was like they could have did that whole 2.5 hours in 30 minutes to me.
I've never read the books or I never watched things, so I actually appreciate it. Like they went in depth and like were explaining. I actually like that thing. Nufo is a crazy Dune fan.
Yeah.
Like he's read the book, and the book's like, or the books, and the book's like that thick. The first one,
Yeah,
but the second one, a lot of action.
that's what.
If you would give it a chance, like
I'll watch it.
it's good.
It's just
Timothy
the first one.
Chalamet is pretty
The first
good
one
in
was
it.
just, it wasn't it for me, but I mean,
How's the Austin Butler in it?
Yeah, he's whatever. He like served his purpose. He's like because he's got no eyebrows in it, and I just want to like touch his brows because it looks so smooth. I just go like that.
they shaved him or something.
Yeah, or like waxed it or something.
They could just put stuff over
He's
it.
supposed to be like an alien or something.
He's one of the white.
He's one of them.
Yeah,
I was like, is this because it's in the year 10,000? I was like,
it's far.
they have things. There's like bagpipes and stuff in it, and like, I'm like, does this take place in like based on our world where we end up just going to space and form all these things? Because like the Harkonnens look like Germans or like Scandinavians or something like that. Maybe the Dutch.
Like probably most of those things were just written off of the stuff that people knew. So whoever wrote that book was like, well, I'm just gonna use the Germans, and they're gonna be this group of people, and I'm gonna use the Serbians, and they'll be these people or whatever, and something like that.
Get Jokic. It was good though. I liked it. I think like it takes place right after the first movie, and it's just like
Starts right from there.
it's all gas, no brakes, man. They got
There's
there's
actually
a
fighting scenes.
yeah.
There's action in it.
Action, like a lot of action. There's not much dialogue. I heard Denis Villeneuve
Is
doesn't
he like the one
that.
or something? Is he
Pretty
like
much.
Neo?
He's Neo.
It's basically
Luke Skywalker.
more like Avatar-ish.
Was Luke the one, or was he misled?
Like, I don't know how nerdy you want to get into this conversation, but supposedly people say Anakin was always the one.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I still think Luke was the one, because without Luke, then Darth Vader doesn't turn back to Anakin. And technically, they fucked that shit up, and in the end, the Emperor didn't die.
I was gonna say in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Just like Linkin Park said. Yeah, because like I know a decent amount of Star Wars, but Sean knows a lot. He's watched
I know a lot.
Where was Lando
Rebel.
from?
What's it called? Rebels. Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah.
He's watched Clone Wars.
Bad Batch just started.
Where was Lando from?
Where is he from?
Mandalore?
Or where is he like live? Because he's on Coruscant. He was actually on the
See,
Bespin, which is
What about
Cloud
What about
City.
Jar Jar?
Cloud City. Jar Jar is from Naboo.
Mm.
you retcon him.
Yeah, I love when they make Jar Jar evil. All of
What
the
about Finn?
he was stolen by the Empire and
You
turned
can't say that
into.
because he's black.
I can, but it's not
It's the
because
Empire's
he's,
fault.
It's not because he's black. I can say it and take the piece off because he's. You're not.
You can't just put that on his jacket because he's black. He was stolen from the Emperor.
The Empire stole him and put him
Yeah, the
into.
Empire,
I mean, they kind of forced him into some subjugation.
some sort of
So you know your shit.
unwilling.
Where's
unwilling.
C-3PO from?
Bolts, metal.
You know the lore about C-3PO? In one movie, he's at two different lakes, different colored lakes.
Arms.
His
No.
arms.
Yeah, arms.
Yes, tell him a fact now.
He's got a red arm.
No, I heard he had a silver leg and a gold leg in one of the movies.
If so, I guess it's in Empire Strikes Back when he gets put together again. But he just has his body parts, and like
It's that one.
Chewbacca's carrying him around in the backpack.
It's that one.
Yeah,
What is? What are you
test
saying?
me, bro. Test me.
What was Han Solo's father's name?
You never knew him, and the only reason why he picked the last name Solo is because he didn't have a last name.
So you're Han. You're by yourself. Han Solo.
Han Solo. We got this.
That's when he signed up for the Empire.
Yep.
All right. You know your shit.
That was an okay movie. I didn't think it was that bad.
I think there's a lot of movies out there that have big fan bases because of like their nerddom that aren't as bad as what people make them out to be. Like that one, like the Marvels. The Marvels wasn't as bad as like people made it out to.
Oh,
be.
like the
Fast and
the
Furious?
Marvels.
The new one, yeah, the new Marvels. That's not nerddom though. Like, it's not like it. Like Fast and Furious
very
wasn't
mainstream.
made from like
It's not for car nerds anymore. I think the first one inspired
First
a generation of like
yeah.
all these tuners and stuff, but
double
not
clutching,
this
baby.
Fucking,
Granny shifter, you double clutch.
it's got titanium valve springs.
I've always wanted to ask you a question because I don't know how to drive stick well. Like I know how to make it go
Yeah.
and I can make it stop. But the only way I know how to make it stop is by putting it in neutral and just using the brakes.
Well, yeah. So you can do that, or you downshift. And when you downshift,
You use engine braking, right?
Yeah.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how to do that. Like,
I know the theory. I can't do it, but I know the theory of it.
Let's say you're in fourth gear and you only go into fourth gear above 40 miles an hour, right? And when you're in third gear, you push around 30 miles an hour. Let's just say that. If you were braking and you were slowing down and you were between 40 and 30, you could throw it from fourth to third and the car will go, and it'll slow down because you're putting it into the lower gear. And so you usually drop down gear. So you don't have to do it. You just take your foot off everything, kind of. But like, the easier way to do it is literally just throw it in neutral. Then
that's the only way I know how to. That's the only way I know how to. I don't know how to downshift.
The only time that's not very beneficial is if you're
like
on
freeway or traffic, right?
No, if you're on a slope.
Oh, of course.
Oh, because
you
then
don't
you're
want to
just
put
like,
that shit in neutral.
Yeah, you're just like.
That's why you see. I remember when I was a kid, I just see that person going like,
leave that bitch in gear. Yeah, because neutral, then you're rolling back about 5 feet on a steep hill.
Or you're trying to put your foot on two pedals and like.
I heard that like modern manual transmissions, like there's
they got
feature,
hill assist.
so you can just. It's pretty crazy.
I drive with the.
You use the paddles?
I use the paddles. It's fun. I mean, mainly because you can't. If you forget,
do you let off the gas when you shift?
Yeah, I pretend. I even do this with my left foot, man. If I'm doing it, I go.
Because I do that when I put my car in manual.
Yeah.
I do that too. I let off the gas and go.
Yeah. I just pretend I'm like.
Yeah, I do that in the Fit.
But it's funny because I'll forget.
Sport mode.
Put that bitch in sport.
I'll totally forget, and I'm like, oh, the car's
it's been shifting.
It knew I forgot. It's been shifting by itself for the past 15 minutes.
I haven't been shifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does what it does on its own.
You never hear the engine go wee.
It just starts driving normally.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Like, damn, I'm smooth.
I'm smooth with it.
I feel like it's dangerous now to have
a manual.
A manual, because if you were ever in a scenario where someone had to drive your car, like I feel like just more and more people have or less and less people know how to drive a stick.
I had to drive.
You gonna learn today?
Remember Kevin? I had to drive his Honda home.
Oh yeah.
Out with Brandon and him one night, and I was like, I do not know how to drive a stick. They're just on drugs. They're like, bro, all you gotta do is press that, hit that.
Yes, let's have
the
drunk person give us a lesson on how to drive a manual.
I mean, we were only going like 4 miles and we made it, but I was just like,
never again.
Yeah, never again.
Never again. Sheesh.
You're still winning. It's 6-3 now.
It was like it got 6-3.
We have a very
6-2-1, and then
very close.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
You guys been listening to any new music?
None.
Not like.
I've even put up the playlist.
I've been listening to new music, but I haven't been listening to like music.
Been waiting until you send that link.
I've been really listening to like new mainstream music.
Oh, just
I've been listening to music, but not really much on the mainstream. What about you?
Q was hard. You guys should definitely check that. Schoolboy Q's new album was dope.
I like Q. I'd give him a listen.
But Kanye's Vultures 2 is gonna be dropping soon. It sounds pretty good from what I heard. Different songs, so that was cool.
Isn't there like 5 versions?
I think there's gonna be 3.
I listened to a little bit of the Bleachers album, the new one.
What'd you think about it? It sounded like Bruce
Jack
Springsteen
Antonoff,
to me.
right?
It just to me, when I listen to his choruses, it's either Taylor Swift chorus or Lana Del Rey chorus.
I wonder why.
Yeah, and like I'm not taking away from it because they're not all like that, but I'm just like you can hear the makeup in it, like it's just there.
You can hear him all over their shit.
All over the music. Yeah,
he is like the king of pop.
Yeah,
at the moment. Yeah, factual.
He's basically who Ed Sheeran was like 6 years ago when people were like freaking out.
Mark Ronson.
Oh yeah.
Well, I still love Mark Ronson. He'll still put out some good music every now and then.
He's married to. Oh my God! What's the old white lady that's an actress? That's fucking hella famous.
Wow, you're really not breaking this down.
Dame Judi Dench.
No. God damn, she's
Dench,
like she's one of them ones. She's one of them ones.
Kate Blanchett.
No,
you went back to the same one.
Sandy B.
No, older than Sandy B. She's got to be like in her 70s right now. Oh, fucking white lady, wears glasses.
Grace
Queen
Gummer?
Elizabeth?
Who's Grace Gummer? You said Mark Ronson, right?
Yeah.
I don't know who Grace Gummer is.
That's his wife?
Yeah.
See who her mom is.
Very famous mother.
Very famous mother. Her mom is famous.
Meryl Streep.
Oh, she's not married. He's not married to me. I thought you were saying he was married to Meryl Streep.
Her daughter.
No, I thought you said like Mark
no,
Ronson was married to somebody who's old. Like,
no. Yeah, he's married to her daughter. Because it was random because I just found it out at the Grammys because they presented an award together and they were sitting at the table and I was like, oh, that's weird. He's sitting next to, and she goes,
oh, Meryl Streep and Mark Ronson?
yes, this year at the Grammys they
that's
they
cool.
presented an award together and he was like, I thought it would be always dope to be able to bring you into my world.
Oh, that's why it was like his guest because I was like, what has Meryl Streep been doing?
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, that's his mother-in-law.
He's still like behind a lot of music, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, he was getting
yeah.
he was nominated for Album of the Year for something he wrote on. So yeah, no, he's definitely hella active. Yeah, no.
I feel like he's always, I mean, he has his own music, his own albums, but I feel like he's never really sought fame.
Nah, he's like to me like a Salam Remy. Like if you know the name,
yeah.
you know how powerful they are in what they do.
Because
That's about right.
Uptown Funk, man.
But that's Salam Remy. If you looked at his discography, you're like,
Ridiculous.
This guy made all this music, and you don't even know the name. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a James Fauntleroy. Like you wouldn't know the name, but you see everything he's penned and written. You're like, oh my god. But yeah, no, it's definitely crazy. Music, every industry, you know how it goes. But yeah, I thought it was cool to see them
what it
together.
is.
But no, I was talking about music because Jack Harlow announced his first festival. I thought that was cool.
Is it called the Harlow Fest?
It's called Gazebo.
Called
That's
Gazebo.
kinda
Where's it
annoying.
at?
I like Harlow Fest
I
better.
know. It's in Kentucky, where he's from.
Oh, is he from?
Yeah.
Louisville, May
Louisville.
25th. Oh, two-day?
Yeah,
Okay.
2-day
Little
Gazebo
two-day.
Fest with him and SZA headlining. You got
Gazebos
James
are probably
Blake.
pretty popular out there, I'm sure.
Probably, you know, I would have called it like Kentucky Bluegrass or something, but I would have put it called probably racist.
Oh, it's
or
like
something.
right on like the river. That looks like
Yeah.
it's gonna be pretty cool. You can be on the boat and watch.
Yep. So I mean, it seems like artists are doing what they need to do because the music industry is
Ooh,
dying.
Omar Apollo.
I've seen Omar Apollo.
I don't know the music.
I
though.
was very
Channel
underwhelmed.
Tress? What?
That's why. I didn't read the small
Slum
names.
Village? You didn't say
I
Slum
didn't say
Village?
Slum Village. No.
Jordan Ward's the only other one I know.
Right, of the smallers.
Yeah.
I didn't know Rich Homie Quan was still making music. I just love his name.
Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah. It just sounds
I think
fun.
it's pretty wild
Sounds like a
that
fun guy.
Jack Harlow put SZA as the headliner, as the main name on
She's
it.
bigger than him.
I mean, yeah, but it just
it is your festival.
yeah, like
But I mean,
also
Tyler does
smart.
that too for Flognaw. Like he won't be the biggest because he doesn't do Sunday. He doesn't
I think
close
too
it
he
out.
knows that he's like, everybody knows this is my festival.
Exactly.
I'm
Because I think
golf winning.
Tyler normally opens his festival. Like he performs like Friday.
Yeah.
So did you know that they added
Yeah, another
to
day to
Rolling-
Rolling Loud.
no, not another day, just
It's just it's another day, but it's just a performance from Ye and Ty
on
on Thursday. So if you bought a ticket to
No,
Rolling
no. Oh, yeah.
if you
correct.
bought a ticket to Rolling Loud,
Yeah.
now it's 4 days,
Yeah.
and on Thursday is a special performance from Ye and Ty Dolla
Tyler
Sign
Dot-
doing Vultures.
Yeah.
I thought that was hard.
I thought that was pretty
Are you
crazy.
gonna go to it?
I thought it was kind
I
of crazy.
wanted to go. I was like, that's hard. Like
That's next
why I
weekend.
said I was like, we're literally seeing a dude like work in real time. Which is
There's no set list.
I just
like,
kind
it's
of
just gonna
imagine though that
change.
it's just gonna be him pushing the play, right? Isn't that what he usually does? It like
no, it's just probably him in like the black suits, and they'll just have a spotlight on him performing.
performing. You think?
Yeah.
You think he'll have
Almost
everyone there?
minimal
then?
production.
Him and Ty, and probably the features.
I mean, because there's a lot. There's
Probably the features
yeah.
because they're all together right now. They've been going to city, fucking doing their little listening parties. Yeah, so he'll definitely bring out like who's on the album. But I thought that was pretty tight, and I thought it was cool that they did 158 first week without any promotion, as if like they weren't on the front of any streaming DSPs.
yeah.
They didn't get any like big name co-signs from
They
playlists.
seem to have
and
been
shit.
making a big deal about that. Is that
They got taken down a day.
yeah? Well, I don't. Was there a reason?
I still couldn't find out. It seems like it alludes to trying to rig numbers to their detriment,
Yeah.
but they still did good numbers.
Also, like, who would be paying to like? Because
do that.
no one wins in that scenario.
Well, the thing with Ye, I don't know how he structured his music right now, but I know a lot less people are eating off of it.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure that he owns. But I mean, just in the vein of, if you're a streaming platform,
Why wouldn't you?
why wouldn't you want that? Because you get money. Like, you are the platform that's getting paid.
Regardless.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
They got
That's
the
like,
streams anyway.
yeah, no matter what, like,
Yeah, because it was definitely not on Spotify for like a whole day.
Yeah,
And
then
it
Apple
went
took
up,
it down one,
and they
and
took
then
it
put it
down a
up.
whole day and put it up.
Yeah.
So
Although I don't know if they officially took it down
it just wasn't
or if
searchable.
it wasn't searchable. Yeah.
That's exactly so.
Shadow banned.
So for regardless, 2 days on the two of the biggest streaming DSPs, the album wasn't there. You know what I mean? And he still did 158 first week.
My
or
bigger
day.
question is like, why are the Suicide Boys so popular?
They're like the Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah, people like
It's weird.
getting down.
It's
getting
just
angry.
definitely not my jam. Like that's what it is. It's not my jam. It's like a weird like from the. It's not sad boy music, but it's like from the ashes of sad boy music of like
You know who still makes music? Hollywood Undead.
no way.
Show me your booty.
I'm surprised they're not actually dead.
That was loud, but they still make music. Like
You don't have to look up that one.
you do it, and they're just like
Are they still wearing
OC
masks?
I don't think they wear masks. They just look like yoked white boys,
They were skinny as white boys before.
skinny. Now they just look like I think
Hotel
like
California
They just
out
like-
now.
OC dudes.
They're just playing with hardcore bands.
Yeah,
That's so
Do
funny.
they make hardcore music then?
no, it's
It's
like
still the same shit.
like they.
I mean, this looks
So
like.
low budget.
Well, not only that, it looks like pure volume. Like, it looks like when we would have like it. Good for them though.
Oh, pure volume. It took a second. Wow.
I mean,
What kind of venues are they playing?
They probably can hold like 1,000.
if they're playing with I Prevail, I'm pretty sure it's like a larger hardcore
I'd
band.
say 1,000 to between 1,000 and 5,000.
Amphitheaters.
Yeah, 1,000
Where-
to 5,000.
Yeah. Pavilions, amphitheaters. Yeah. No. No.
Can't even play in their hometown.
They end in Vegas. I do believe that in the United States,
It's weird.
LA is probably the hardest place to play.
Because even if you're a big act, like I don't know what it is about LA. Like
It's the fucking
crowds
energy,
are-
bro.
the crowds are so dead.
suck. Yeah.
like you seen the boiler rooms? Like the
Yeah,
rooms? Like the
yeah.
LA ones are trash. Like
Well, I think it's that too, and like
So
our
there's-
regional sound is so much different than the big regional sound right now, especially for hip hop. Like our regional hip hop sound,
yeah.
is not anywhere near what you'll hear on the radio. Type of
But I'm thinking, minus electronic music, any other artist out here, like doesn't struggle but has a hard time getting a crowd to be really behind them.
well, I mean, like the crowd last night was like super in it, and like and she's she's a pretty well-known artist. She's not huge, but she's pretty good, and like it was a super vibey crowd last night. But
I think it depends on the aesthetic. 'Cause I remember Schoolboy Q was yelling at the crowd at the shrine.
Oh, because they were like, he's like, this is y'all. Oh yeah, you said because he just came.
He's like everyone's like, why y'all just high? Like,
I think
like,
that
don't
is
just
that
be high.
is that
Like,
it? Like I was thinking if everybody's not high, are they just like me? Are they just so tired? Like I'm here, but I'm like so tired.
He was just like, y'all are just like not doing nothing.
You're just stoned
He's
out of
like-
your fucking mind.
He's like, I was just in Seattle last night. They were turned the fuck up. This is hometown. Like, turn up. He's like, y'all just high.
It's also the crowd at the shrine is a lot of USC students, so it's a lot of like just I guess not even as
Students,
drunk. They're just
yeah.
high
Yeah, it is high.
high college students.
I think that venue specifically has weird pockets of bad sound. Like I've
it's
seen
it's
just-
far. It's like
I've seen
goes far
multiple
back.
shows where like you'll be standing in a spot and you're
right
like,
spot. You gotta be in the right spot.
yeah.
They're good for like EDM. Like I saw Odessa there and it was dope.
Where they're just
That'd
pumping
be
sound.
good.
Yeah.
Just slapping,
I don't even care what it sounds like as long as it's loud.
just breaking.
I just
back
need to
and
get
forth.
through this. Wait till this molly kicks in, then it's all good, man.
Sheesh.
All good.
You seen any good documentaries lately? I've been watching a good conspiracy one on Netflix.
No,
You need to watch the one on. Do you get HBO?
Yeah, I do now.
You need to watch that one I was telling you about with Mother God.
Oh, I watched their whole thing.
Is that the Colorado one?
That's the one. The lady they found her dead,
Dead
and bombed
and-
in
yes.
glitter.
I've heard the story about that one.
I watched her Dr. Phil.
Love Has
interview.
Won. The cult
I
of
watched
Mother.
the
yeah.
whole thing. That lady was different.
she
abandoned
was-
her kids type shit.
Yeah,
Well,
like
then everyone was like, was
Her
like
sisters were like,
and the Father God or whatever
yeah,
too.
yeah,
like,
yeah. They were. I'm like,
her roommates. How did this lady end up embalmed, wrapped in glitter?
with her eyes missing or something
It
too.
was just like, I don't know. I don't know.
yeah,
Because it was never a big following. It was like a bunch of
yeah.
small amount of people that lived with her, but like worshipped her or whatever, believed.
Worshipped.
Because didn't she say she was like reincarnation of Cleopatra,
Everything.
Amelia
Joan
Earhart?
of Arc, Marilyn
Everything.
Monroe. Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
You
yeah.
just picked all the good ones,
Jesus
or what?
Christ.
Like,
It was, yeah, no, she was a trip. Yeah, I did. I went down the rabbit hole about her for sure. That was a good one. People are strange out here, dude. But no, this one was about the U.S. government and conspiracies and stuff like that. It was.
wait, that doesn't sound plausible.
I know, but it ends kind of in a good place because like it gives you all this information and then it ends you off on maybe this guy is all this stuff or maybe he is just what the government said and was crazy. And I like how it is like just left you with asking more questions.
What was it about? Do you know?
Basically it's called American, like the untold American like crime or something like that. It's about like the octopus murder basically. And it was about a reporter who was like searching and he was on a story. Basically, it was like scanning all this stuff, went all the way back from Reagan to newer stuff. And it was like he basically had like 8 legs that he was calling like the octopus. And each person was a different part of the octopus. And they all came together in this basically global conspiracy. It was crazy. Super crazy.
I lost the plot on that one. I was like, wait, is he a
It's-
murderer or like
people were
what?
murdered, but it's basically Reagan was in on, Bush was in on it. It was like 8 really high officials, and it's just one random dude who had all these ties with all these people, but nobody knew what this random dude did. And he was, it's a crazy story. Basically, they opened up the Cabazon casino.
Oh, the
they
outlets?
They were the first Indian reservation to have a casino, and when they went over there, there was like 20 members in the reservation, and these people like it was all government like scam shit. They were manufacturing weapons type shit, not paying
In
them.
Cabazon?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Bro,
So much going on.
It was crazy. It was like a whole like international thing, dude. But yeah, it was gnarly.
That's crazy.
It was gnarly, and it started off by Reagan being elected, winning presidency because he won against Carter in a weird way, right? Like, Carter was a shoo-in, I'm pretty sure, and some hostages got captured in Iran.
Oh, Iran Contra.
And basically, what this documentary says is that Reagan and his team sent $40 million over there to keep the hostages hostage until after the election. Because if Carter was able to get him out, which they were coming out, it was a shoo-in for him.
Crazy.
And then it just became a landslide win for Reagan.
Yeah.
And he got inaugurated. Within 2 hours, they released these people. And reporters and stuff were trying to ask him, like, how were you able to talk to these people, like, while you're running? He's like, I can't disclose that information.
Did you see that one movie that J-Lo's Ben? Affleck. He
Affleck.
made? It's about the Iran.
Argo? I mean,
Argo.
Yeah, Argo. It was,
That was
great.
That was a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What was
Yeah.
his other one, too, that was like the Triple Frontier?
Oh, yeah.
Where they're like,
Yeah, it was him and
him.
Pasquale, Pedro, and
Yep.
was
They were all
Diego
like,
Luna, I think,
they were
maybe?
all like ex dudes in the
Yeah.
military, and they're doing like one last lick.
thing to get some money.
But it was like not on the books type shit. And-
Because they're mercs.
yeah, it was a good one. They all
Yeah.
die at the end.
It was
basically.
good.
I feel like 1 or 2 live.
Right? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Ben dies.
Yeah, Ben dies.
Did you see the town?
Ben gets a dome.
Town's
Town's
he
good.
gets. The town was good.
Yeah, town.
Dome piece like Jerome's niece.
The town was like Ben just being Ben. I was like, I just need that.
Gonna
That's
hold
what-
up Harvard.
That's what you need in your life.
I just
You
need
need
Ben.
that in your life.
I just need
Ben
Ben
just being
being
Ben.
Ben.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ben. Just be Ben.
I like Ben more than Matt.
I mean, I don't think it's necessary to put them against each other. But
Have to.
you like
How do you like
if
them apples?
you're putting Matt and Ben movie wise, you pick.
I think he just likes Ben more.
You
I
pick
just
Ben?
like Ben.
I think
more.
Matt Damon has made more money, made
Ben's
more
better.
movies.
At
Better.
what?
Role picking.
Oh no, man, Matt Damon.
Geely. Wasn't he in Geely?
Yeah, he was in Geely.
Ben
Jiggly.
Affleck was Batman. the worst one.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, but you think
No,
that George Clooney's the best one, so I think you have no opinion on Batman.
you're still You still don't understand Batman. You still don't get it.
So,
He's the worst Batman
You think he's the worst Batman?
by far.
That's wild.
if he
Ben
wasn't,
Affleck?
if he wasn't the first one, I'd say Keaton was like, he was pretty cool.
Keaton
with
was
it.
good. So
My favorite is
Kilmer?
Kilmer. Batman Forever.
That's like his least favorite. He's like, he's got blonde hair.
He's a surfer.
Yeah, and then I love it how you always go, it's not how he looked like in the cartoons in the 90s.
No one looked like him like George Clooney.
They didn't even look like him.
No, he did not at all. I feel like
Just
if
because
anything,
he has brunette hair, bro, doesn't mean he looks.
Ben Affleck has the most square jaw, like in the animated
Agreed.
series.
I agree.
Closest looks wise, the suit was kind of cool.
Did you like
Good, though.
Christian Bale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only like you like Clooney because he had the nipple suit.
He just loves like nipples on his fashion pieces.
No, I love Mr. Freeze.
Or did you like the butt? The butt.
The butt suit.
forms
No, I
on-
like the whole story with like the Robin and shit.
Revenge is a dish best served cold.
Because I like Robin. I like his character, and he gets overshadowed by
I
Batman.
don't like Chris O'Donnell.
You a hater, dude.
What's
What's wrong? What did Chris ever do to you?
I think like Robin, the character, like on Teen Titans,
Oh yeah.
is cool.
I mean, I like don't throw Chris O'Donnell's name. I appreciate him.
I like
For
him.
what?
He wasn't bad.
He was good.
He was okay.
The Flying Graysons?
The Flying Graysons.
His parents died.
I mean, honestly, dude, they kind of all
his
look the
fault.
same in the end. They really ain't telling me that they look.
They kind of, except for that full on the
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Bam and Pow
So
Batman, yeah.
This is
That's
our
Ben,
that's
yeah.
our Ben.
I thought Pattinson was a pretty good Batman.
Yeah.
I think he looks like a stupid emo Bruce
Yeah,
Wayne, but
he
like
does.
he's a
He
cool
does.
he's
Batman.
tough. That's Kilmer.
Kilmer looks mean.
Yeah,
he does.
that's Keaton.
Keaton might be the best looking one.
Where's George?
I think this is George. That's George.
He's gotta be,
you see
huh?
the nipple?
yeah. You see the nipple, and then you got
Bale.
yeah.
He
Bale.
looks the least Batman.
He does
besides
right
Adam
there.
West.
Right there, he
You
looks
gotta-
like
you
the
gotta
least
screenshot that
Batman.
picture.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
man.
that's a good one, yeah.
I mean, he actually.
Who's
He
that?
looks like the
Who
comic.
is
I
that?
think
That's
Pattinson's got
Pattinson.
is the most looking Batman.
He looks like he's the most
Maybe
Batman
right there.
looking Batman.
He might be right there for
Yeah.
sure.
He's the most comic book looking Batman, and Keaton is the most Batman.
Keaton's
Batman.
got a
Kinda looks
freaking
like it, yeah.
pretty heavy Batman. The
Okay,
the butt
then,
chin
okay.
doesn't is what
It'll
does him
help.
wrong.
I don't
Yeah,
get it.
yeah, no.
And
Get
he's got-
out of here. Nipples on your fucking back suit. You're fighting crime with nipples, bro. Come on.
Oh, it was a different time. It was a good time to be alive.
Yeah.
You're like, wait.
Trey's always yearning for the good old days when people expose their nipples on their clothing.
You're like, I can't go out and fight without nipples on this. What is this?
Gotta let
Alfred, put my nipples back on my
I
suit.
gotta let you know I have hard nips, man.
It's funny
I'm excited
because
to beat you to death.
Excited.
in the 90s / early 2000s, it was very important that they had like real six packs. So Val's got the real six pack, and so does.
He does.
But then
Now
they
it's
just started turning into like armor. It was
It's just tactical.
yeah, it's just a tactical. So like, we don't really have to chisel into the.
It's not actually that functional, these fake
Yeah.
abs, you know?
Facts. One of the Batmans wore Jordans as their shoes.
Keaton.
It was Keaton. Yeah, it was the some,
Sixes, I believe. Sixes or
yeah, I
sevens.
think you're
or
right.
something.
Yeah, some black cats. Yeah, you know, I like George.
There's your boy.
That's my
He,
boy,
does look
dude.
he looks pretty good, though.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
He's my favorite one.
That-
Okay, actually, he does look kind of bad in that one.
He
I
looks
don't think
real
that one looks-
flamboyant.
That's Kilmer.
Right there.
That's,
Yeah.
he doesn't look
Kilmer's
good.
got nipples too.
He does.
Yeah, but he was such a good Batman, you just ignore
That's
the
Ben.
nipples.
He
It
looks
That's Ben.
horrible.
I don't think so.
looks like a drawing.
Although
It
I was
does.
the whole thing with
Does
the
he have shades on?
yeah, the whole thing with the eye thing wasn't.
Oh, where it's blacked out.
I
Yeah,
didn't see
wasn't
that.
doing
It's
it.
not even sunny.
Facts.
That's not functional.
Adam West, baby,
That's terrible.
with the little fucking
He's like, I'm Bat Boy.
Pattinson.
They need to do Batman Beyond, dude. I'm telling you.
They were writing it or something like that.
I feel like James Gunn
Honestly,
could
I
do
feel
that.
like Keaton. Yeah,
He's
I think he
his
might
choice.
get it. I think, yeah.
I don't know. We can agree.
He just can't turn left or right. His neck, he can't.
Yeah, it's all one. It's just all one.
I don't think
plastic.
Batman can turn his neck.
He just has to go. Like, it's funny if you watch it, he just goes.
He has to move his whole torso to turn around.
They were like, we really didn't think this one through, did we? No.
That's not good.
No.
Like when you're driving, like the
He's supposedly
he's like
kicking villains' asses and not being able to turn his neck, dude.
That's how good he is.
Well, if you look at it, like,
I mean, how many necks do you have to turn to fight?
because Batman's like a murderer. You know that, right?
No, he doesn't kill.
No.
That's his thing.
Did you not see in Batman Returns? I believe he throws dynamite in a criminal's pants. You're not gonna. That's
Was it the Joker? Then?
dying. No, that's the Penguin.
Did it go off though?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Did
probably.
it go off or just say bang?
No.
Bam!
It went bang and it also went off.
Is that a
went
cartoon or
off.
the movie?
The movie.
He threw dynamite in?
Yeah. Like, I think it was like one of those thugs threw it at him or something, and then he just put it back in the guy's pants.
Isn't that how they get Deadshot from Suicide Squad? Will Smith?
Throws dynamite in pants?
No, Batman, right? And he won't kill Batman because his daughter's standing in
Yeah,
front of him.
yeah. Mm-hmm. That's how they get him.
That's how
Ben
they get him,
Affleck?
right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, no, I think it was Ben Affleck in that one.
It might have been, yeah.
Yeah, because he's been Batman for the past like 6 or 7 years.
It's sad he didn't really get his own movie,
Ben, didn't it?
Batman versus Superman.
That's
that
like-
was kind of the closest thing to it.
He never got a Batman movie. He got like,
He got J-Lo, so he's winning.
yeah.
I mean,
And he like left. And then when somebody else then got her back.
He did, huh?
that just shows the power of Ben. Maybe Ben is the stronger of the two between him and Matt. Although I like every single Bourne for the most part.
I only seen like
Really?
2 Bournes.
They're good.
I like the first one or two.
That just means he never watched the other ones.
No, I definitely watched Supremacy, Ultimatum.
Oh yeah, you way past me on that.
I've watched the Bournes, dude.
What's that, quadrilogy or septilogy? It's like 5 of them.
I think there's 5 of them, right?
Quantikilogy.
That sounds like a racist term. I'm just kidding.
I think there's 5.
Yeah. Identity, Supremacy, Ultimatum,
Yep.
Legacy,
and
and then it was just him, Born.
Born, yeah. Born.
Oh man.
I
Cam
love the-
Thomas is going off right
I
now.
know. I was really happy he didn't put
I
it
thought
in.
the first ones were cool, but then they got played out. I think that shit just gets played out after a while.
As most things.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It just kind of gets played out. It's like the first 2 were really good. But, like everything. You guys anticipating anything coming up? But like movie-wise, music-wise?
Not really for music. I mean, I kind of really feel like music is having a hard moment in terms of trying to stay relevant while also have like meaning or depth or anything. Like, I just feel like it's that one is, of all of the very basic arts, like movie and that, like I feel like music's having a hard time.
I don't know, because like I feel like what we were talking about the other week is like there's no more, like it's hard to be like a huge
Superstar.
star. Like the music is hard to stay relevant in people's heads, like because there's not many like new artists that are like big playing like stadiums. But like if you're a recording artist and you could be successful, you go on tour, you're playing like smaller venues, like I think there's plenty of those. I think it's like there's so many niche genres that it's like I don't even know like half of them,
I just wonder about longevity these days, because you have like, we talked about a couple weeks ago, most of the music subdivisions are owned by one big parent division, and that parent, is Sony or Warner Brothers or Universal.
UMG.
And like, so at some point you are where you are, like, and like that's where it is. And like I wonder to that degree, it's like, like what's the longevity over, like, take like a band like Foles. Like I think they still make music
love
and they're
me some
still a
Foles.
band, like, yeah, but I don't know of like
what's their
like
What's their pockets
consistency.
look
Yeah,
like?
like they probably are good on just being musicians, but to the degree of which that is, and in terms of future, like I feel like it's probably harder to have that consistent future.
out of those type bands, it's always like 1 or 2 guys end up staying in the 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 game,
Yeah.
like a producer, the couple people from the group that do the stuff anyway, they'll have a little bit of a career in the industry.
It's like how like Friendly Fires were producers for stuff, and they've been producers for stuff, and then randomly like 2 years ago they put an album out, but no one, they didn't tour, they're not doing anything with it.
Or like Rat-a-Tat.
Yeah, actually, I don't even know if they.
I think
the one dude does,
still.
yeah.
Are they? Is one of the guys still in music?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
He's
one
a producer.
Of the dude he was still working on Kanye's shit, like still working on.
You
big
know
shit.
that guy from Semisonic? Do you remember that band?
Know the name?
Closing
Yeah.
Time.
Oh, yeah.
Closing Time. That guy is still in music. I think he wrote for like Adele or something like that.
Yeah, no, it's like
That's why it seems like there's always like the one or two guys in the band that will continuously
They don't
like.
care what the band does. They're just like
They're the-
behind the scenes. And
They're the
stuff.
ones that write the music.
they're the ones that do it anyway.
Yeah.
So once
Yeah.
the band is done, the people that are in the industry know that they were the guys. So it's like, hey, you want to write for this person? Hey, call them. Hey, can you help me write for this person? And they get a little bit of longevity, but it's tough, dude.
Or like drummers, like, hey, we need like a road drummer. Are you?
But yeah, because UMG just announced they're doing a redesign to cut $270 million in revenue every year, or to save.
Yeah, not cutting revenue.
Not
cutting
trying to save,
cutting budget. Like
Cutting,
from the budget.
yeah.
cutting employees.
That's
Well, that's the same thing that's happening with Universal, like the movie studio. Like,
It's the same thing. They're connected.
yeah,
It's
like
one company.
because they're also like they're chopping like properties and like selling it all piecemeal,
Selling
like to
off
like
shit,
get
yeah.
anything they can, like
Yeah.
because I was saying like these studios, they're making movies at like maybe I don't know like how some of these things get greenlit, and they're like you said The Flash wasn't as bad as people say,
It wasn't, but like it also.
It wasn't great.
but it was in development for 10 years,
Yeah.
and it's $300+ million.
I just think that there's a lot of movies that don't necessarily like. You can watch a TV show that's part of a series, and on that episode, you don't necessarily have to get somewhere because you're watching a series, and so whatever happened there, maybe in 2 or 3 episodes. But I feel like a lot of movies are like that. So Flash was like that. Like at the end of the movie, you're like, where did we get to? No, it was like, what was the like? Kind of where did we get to with this? Am I? Is
Waiting
this the
5
end
more
of the
years for
story?
another movie?
Exactly. Yeah. You're like, okay, is this part of it?
Well, that was like, I think from the comics, like that was supposed to be like Crisis on Infinite Earths or something like that. It was like a big storyline, but like it's been in development hell for so long, and it's just like, but it's like they're spending all these huge sums of money on movies, like the Joker 2.
Yeah, with
The
Lady
original,
Gaga.
the original one was made for 60 mil.
This one's
This-
like triple.
It's like 180 million, and it's like
That's
supposed to be a
crazy.
musical. So it's like,
I know, but then they're like, it's not really a musical. It's just that there's singing in it, but it's like a, whatever here.
but it's
or
like
there.
180 million.
Well, fuck, you got Lady Gaga and Joaquin.
You got
You're paying.
But even if it's like, oh, they get twice as much, like, say he gets 20 million for this movie and she gets like 10 because
15,
it's her
yeah.
first one or whatever.
yeah.
It's like, still, for that movie, like, what cost so much to have that made? Like,
The
because
sets,
it's gritty. But like in the
feel
first,
like, I mean, yeah, I get what
unless
you're
they're
saying,
all constructing all the
Yeah.
sets and like,
because the first one, like you said, it was 60, but the first one was like only a couple
But
iconic shots,
I think
right?
Dune 2 was made
Yeah.
on a budget of 180 million.
Fuck.
And that's shot on location and it's practical and there's a lot of CGI. But Joker 2 cost the same amount of money.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, no, it cost. I mean, that shit costs a lot. It costs, dude.
Because I get movies like a lot of times like the budget is like for marketing alone is like 50 million,
yeah, this,
if not more, for a huge
and I mean,
huge movie.
The budget really is only like what they think they're gonna get, like a quarter of revenue. So if they're budgeting $100 million, they're like thinking they're gonna make 400 off of the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it has to make an exponential amount
Yeah,
of how much it
exactly.
costs. Like if a movie costs 200 million and then the marketing budget was like 100, if they only make break
If
it
they only
even,
make 300, they're
or
like,
if
they're hurt.
they're like that's a failure.
That's a super
because they just waste time. Even if it makes 500, that's still like
Yeah,
not
they need to
good. They're not
make
going to get a
good
sequel
amount
for
of
that.
money.
So.
Yeah, they need to make some money, but that's why we have these long lineage of movies, because they're making so much money.
Because they're like, oh, people will see it even if it's not good. Like all the Marvel movies, like I got burnt out. Like I still haven't even seen Loki
Regardless.
season 2, even though I love the first season.
That was good.
oh, the Loki.
Loki was good.
Loki.
Yeah. I think like there's also like a sense of like with if they're making 10 Marvel things a year, 2 of them will be good. Like
It's the same
it's like-
percentages of music.
you know what I mean? It's like I do think that sometimes like the
like
reality
vultures.
the reality kind of has to be for viewers. Is like you kind of got to be like. I can't expect every single thing
To
to be
hit.
amazing because that doesn't happen. That just doesn't like.
Never.
Well, then it's like, oh, like they have huge budgets for streaming movies now. It's like Netflix and
think
Apple.
that's what
like,
it
it's
is.
like I'd
Dude,
rather stay
Apple
home
is
and watch.
crazy
Well,
with
that's
how
what I
many
think
they're
it is.
doing.
You can go on Apple or Netflix or Hulu and watch I wouldn't say independent, but not a huge motion picture movie and be like, this was dope. And then go and watch a blockbuster movie and be like, this was bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's where we're at now. We can go watch 10 of those movies on Netflix.
Because
for
look,
fucking
like
nothing.
they've made how many Transformers movies?
Like 6, I think, and I think probably they all.
In the beginning, they were
were
bullshit from
cool.
the start. Like,
Yeah,
they were,
but
like,
it was
bullshit,
cool
But
at
it was
the
like cool, cool to watch it.
It's cool to watch because if you grew up at that time,
Yeah,
you're like,
it's
I love
like, oh,
Transformers.
shit,
But
I'm
now
on-
you're like, come on.
over it.
Yeah.
But there's like no, I don't know. Like I haven't seen a lot of them, but like I feel like there's no like heart in it. Like I was at the theater watching Dune 2 and like they showed a trailer for Kong and Godzilla.
Oh, yeah.
Empire.
Oh,
Yeah.
That looked like the Kong versus Godzilla. I know it's cheesy to a certain extent, and I'm
But,
like,
yeah.
I know what it is, but then this one looks like so bad.
Yeah.
It does.
It's like they're
looks
making it
real
for
bad.
like to see what tests the best. It's like, oh, you see, and I don't know, just the scale inconsistencies of Kong and Godzilla. Like Godzilla is like fucking a skyscraper taller than that, and then Kong is like like some movies he's the size of like one building. Like he's like 6 stories tall. Sometimes he's like
some movies he's huge, and some movies he's like
he's a pretty big monkey.
pretty big.
That's at least the 3rd biggest monkey I've seen.
Because
Today.
what the Jack White one or Jack Black one, he wasn't huge, right?
He was like
Oh,
maybe
I
like
forgot
10
they
stories
were-
tall.
Yeah,
or
he's
something like
pretty
that.
big, I think, in that one.
But okay, in the old school black and white one,
I
he was about 3 stories tall.
mean, he was.
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah,
was
he was
small enough to go onto the top of the Empire State
Because
Building
the woman was kind of
Like in the hand.
in the hand.
like if we were holding a Barbie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could fit in a warehouse. We've seen it
He
in
could
Universal
fit-
Studios.
He could fit in a warehouse, but all of a sudden now he's the size of Godzilla.
Yeah.
He hit his
up
growth
with that?
spurt. It took a
What's up
slow.
with that?
It was slow. The League of or the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Oh, new Guy Ritchie movie.
Yeah, the new Guy Ritchie one with
It's like Inglourious Bastards, right?
Henry Calvill. Okay, yeah, it's like
Henry Cowbell.
that. I
Need
mean,
more.
probably won't go in the movie theater, but when it comes out,
I'll watch
I'll
it.
want to watch it. That's probably.
I might watch that. I got the Stubbs pass. I need to watch more movies.
Always has to front on us with his Stubbs pass
Freaking-
whenever he gets.
And I don't even use it. That's the
he
big-
gets the opportunity. Yeah, I mean, they're making a. I don't know. Yeah.
Movies are in a weird spot.
Kingdom of the
Music's
Planet
in
of
a
the
weird
Apes.
spot.
I'm like, I thought you
That
guys
one
already
might-
did
I heard,
that.
I heard those were good though. Like those
They were,
the
but
I
new
like the
reboot
James
of them.
Franco one.
Yeah, I heard they're good.
Season.
But it's like, I feel like even us as probably the target audience, like we're even like
phased out of
we
it.
only know the remakes. We don't know like
The
the
originals.
old Planet of the Apes. So like
They're doing
who
another
are-
Ghostbusters.
Oh, I
yeah,
kind
it
of want to
comes
see
out
that
next week.
because I like Kumail.
Oh, okay.
I like Kumail.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I love Paul Rudd, but that
I fuck
Ant Man
with him,
was
but
Ant-Man was
so bad.
brutal.
It
I
was
definitely
so
didn't watch
bad.
it. Yeah,
But I
Definitely
hope
didn't watch it.
I hope he's funny. Like I heard the Afterlife was okay, but it's like this
Bike
one looks more like wacky and like the first and second one.
the Bike Riders might be interesting just because it's got Bane in what's his name?
Tom Hardy?
Tom Hardy's in it with and Austin Butler, but Tom Hardy is like the main character. Tom Hardy.
What is this?
Good.
Bike Rider? Oh, it's about Harley Davidson.
Harley Davidson
Yeah,
and
okay,
like bike
yeah.
crews. Yeah, I mean Deadpool and Wolverine will be good. That's in
I'm
June.
down
I
to see
think
that.
that'll be good. They made a Borderlands movie.
Yeah, but they're all like
That's a video game, right?
Kate Blanchett's in that.
I
Like,
know,
how
it's
did they
crazy,
get
man.
her?
The
Kate Blanchett and Kevin Hart
yeah.
That I did see that,
and Jamie Lee Curtis. Like, what
Yeah,
are you doing
dude.
there?
I did see that.
I didn't see the trailer.
I just saw the
The
movie
poster, yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, it's kind of and they got
Kevin Hart has like the Black Panther beret on.
yeah. They have a couple actors that are pretty damn good. in it,
I heard
actually.
that like they were making that into a TV series, not a movie. So Like, I think it could be a good TV series. A movie? I don't know. Oh, I still want to see Blade Runner 2049.
I thought I saw that.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
That's the same guy, Denis Villeneuve, who did June 2.
Was that Ryan Gosling?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you like it?
It was okay.
I mean, the first one's like super moody, very. I like the sets and cinematography and stuff.
Yeah, it was okay. It was the cinematography is epic, 100%. I fuck with Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, me too.
I like him.
I like what's the rom com?
Which
Crazy
one?
Stupid Love.
Oh, yeah.
Stupid
I
Love.
love watching it. I love that.
I was
movie.
gonna say Drive.
Yeah,
That's
The rom com
No,
Drive.
it's pretty good. It's pretty
What was
good.
the other one? Like Trees Between the Peaks.
Oh, place
Pine
Between the Pines or something.
yeah. Or you ever see Valentine?
Blue
I haven't
Valentine.
seen that.
That's
Oh,
sad.
yes, I have.
Sad,
Yes, I
sad
have.
movie.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
But Behind the Pines or whatever. I thought I was like,
Wasn't he always wearing the same like shirt in that movie, like little white shirt?
I feel like he always wears a little white shirt.
he had like bad tattoos.
Yeah, it was.
I
like
remember
the-
our neighbor Fred. He asked me to draw the Sharpie the tattoos on because he was that dude for
Oh yeah.
Halloween
Halloween.
ones. Yeah,
That's dope. So he had a white shirt, right? That was like
Yeah, he had a white shirt.
It was iconic. Yeah, he was just like always in the white shirt with the bleach blonde hair, right?
I think so.
No, the bleach blonde.
Oh, he's in this new movie where he plays a stunt man. It's like it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I saw that one coming
I'm
out.
into it.
I like him. I fuck with him and Jake Gyllenhaal. They're dope.
Jake Gyllenhaal's cool.
Yeah, he's like a not weird looking version of Tobey Maguire.
Damn, I didn't realize that
It's like a
Ryan
conventionally
Gosling
handsome
was in
version of
Remember
him.
the Titans.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, he's the
Sunshine?
yoga guy.
No, he wasn't Sunshine.
Oh no, he wasn't. Oh no, that was Kid
Alan
something.
Bosley. I don't know. Remember that character?
Yeah, no, he was definitely in that. Dude, Ryan Gosling was in the Mickey Mouse Club.
You want to
Yeah, he
know
was.
Ryan Gosling's first ever, according to IMDb, first ever thing on TV?
Let's go Mickey Mouse Club.
No. I mean, he might have been on there, but just not listed here.
Law and
So
Yeah,
Order?
no, he was definitely on there.
no. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh,
1995.
Yeah,
man.
no, Ryan Gosling, obviously Justin Timberlake, JC Chazé,
Do you remember?
Britney Spears.
Oh, speaking of, like, because we were talking about
They were all
that,
in
wasn't
Mickey Mouse
like
Club.
there was a big buzz by probably millennials to like when NSYNC was going to do the tour. Did they ever
Yeah.
end up touring?
I think they announced it. They're gonna go on tour.
Oh, because I was like, did people just forget
No,
about
I
that?
think they're gonna do a world tour or something like that.
But it's like that buzz is gone, right? Like it was huge and it's gone.
Yeah.
Buzz is gone.
Yo, this is kind of crazy. That one that he was in, Gilbert Gottfried was another the main character. It was him.
Now, Are
and
You
Ryan
Afraid of the Dark?
Gosling. Are You Afraid of the Dark? It was a youth obsessed with death discovers a radio station which takes listeners back to the afterlife. Tale
Oh
of
my
Station
God.
109.1. I actually kind of remember that
I don't know if I
one.
remember that one.
Yeah,
The
like-
only one I vividly remember is the mall pinball.
Pinball one with the wizard.
There's your boy.
It's my boy.
Looking real young.
Looking real young.
Those weren't even scary though.
Some of them were.
The intro was scary.
Yeah,
I feel like the one where like you got trapped in, like it was like
Goosebumps were a little scarier.
the
No, those were sillier.
no the Quicksilver one where it was a poltergeist and like this thing like came out and like stole like the dude's sister and they were like trying to get him back.
Are you
Really
sure
sure that's just Poltergeist?
No, it was Quicksilver.
Are You Afraid of the Dark used to be the shit, dude. The legend of the Taylor.
Yeah. You know, they were. I forget what
My glasses
they
don't
were
have lenses in
throwing.
them.
That would be a scary tell.
They were throwing a chalk into the fire. I think is what it was.
Oh, it was, yeah. Kids used to be able to do shit like that back in the day. Just go into the middle of the forest and have a bonfire at
I mean,
11.
They still can some places, probably.
But I mean, like, the kids were like 11.
And I
I
know
mean, we did that. I went with my friends, went to like the canyon, and we had a little fire. Probably weren't supposed to because of like
True.
fire country, but
Kids don't do that nowadays, though.
Dang!
fun.
Wait, Tatiana Ali was the one in this one.
Really?
oh, that's Fresh Prince days. Fresh Prince days.
Mm-hmm.
Tatiana, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Sean's in the Are You Afraid of the Dark wormhole?
Yeah.
IMDb hole.
I wonder who is the most famous person that came through.
Of Are You Afraid of the
Are You
Dark?
Afraid of the Dark? I mean, Ryan
Gosling's
Gosling's
pretty big. He's pretty big, man. Yeah, I always go back and watch the Disney Channel shit with them on it, and that shit's crazy. Watching him sing and shit, because he used to sing and dance, dude. They used to cover shit. It would be hilarious. Them singing like Boys Man. I think they do a Boys Man. Motown Philly back again. Little East Coast swing.
Oh my god.
That was the shit.
We got on here.
You got there's a couple good names up on top. So you had Ryan Gosling, Melissa Joan Hart,
Oh shit.
Alicia Cuthbert. Yeah. Hayden Christensen. He kind of looks almost identical to when he was in Star Wars.
Huh.
Like he still got that same face. Maybe
Whatever
that's
happened to
young
a little
Anakin.
kid,
Tia Tamara?
Joel Osteen or whatever?
Haley Joel Osment,
Yeah.
because Joel Osteen
He's
is
the
the.
priest.
he
the
kind of
preacher.
got. I think he got in trouble like for smoke, for drugs, for weed.
I
Something basic.
we saw him.
He got a little chunky.
Am I thinking who we saw him? Like, saw him at like Trophy Wife. You know that place in Echo Park?
Yes.
It was
Yes.
like watching a Dodgers game. We sat at a table across.
He was
from
just
him.
chilling.
Yeah, he was hanging out with a baseball player. Like, because I was with Jimmy, and Jimmy's like, "Oh, that's this fucking guy." I was like, I wouldn't have recognized him. He just looks like some white dude. But apparently, he was like a baseball player, maybe a Dodger.
He looks
He got chunky.
but he just looks completely different.
He looks the same to me, but they
Really?
Look like
Paste the
he's seen
beard
dead
on him.
people.
You think he's seeing dead people?
Yeah, that guy's seen dead people.
with those eyes, that beard.
That beard.
If I were a youth acting, the last thing I want to be is a youth actor, because if you look at the percentage of their success, like long term, it feels like
Low.
it's pretty low.
Like, who's made it out?
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah,
And Justin Timberlake.
he doesn't count.
A lot of them have, but I think they're a
As
little messed up
prominent,
in the head too.
successful actors, Ryan Gosling is.
Well, because it's also like when people get into it, like in their teens or later, like, if you're a working, starving artist, you're like, you're serving, bussing tables and stuff while you're getting acting gigs. I feel like there's like some sort of, you're already like an adult.
And,
You're
yeah.
like, you know what it is to have and have not. And then when
whatever
you're a
happened to
kid,
Zack
it's
and
like,
Cody.
who?
like Disney Channel kids.
didn't they do
I'm
drugs
thinking
or getting
something else.
arrested or something?
Probably, that's what I'm saying. Like, they all do the same
Well,
shit.
you heard about like Drake and Josh.
That was the one.
He's been
it-
spiraling recently.
He lives in Mexico and he's like one of them, right? And
Drake is he ran away, I think.
Yeah, he's like because he's got some cases pending.
And
or something.
Josh has a podcast.
Yeah, Josh is like, he seems like Josh still.
You can tell he was spun out, but he's back.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
he experienced some stuff.
He experienced a lot. Because he just does a podcast with like old child stars, basically. I think one of the Even Stevens girls and him has a podcast.
What's
Shia
her name?
LaBeouf's sister that was from Even Stevens.
Ren.
Exactly.
Was that Ren?
Yeah, it was Ren from the show, whatever her real name is. I think him and her have a real podcast together where they just interview like old child stars and they go down like
That's
the dark holes.
How are you doing?
Exactly.
It's been rough.
So the yeah, is this? I never watched Sweet Life, but was that?
I didn't watch it either. Yeah.
Is that Cole and Dylan Sprouse?
Yeah.
They're still actors. They're doing well.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are.
And then I think is that Brenda Song? Who's the other
Yeah,
one? She's married to
Brenda
Macaulay
Song.
Culkin.
Yeah, she's married to Macaulay.
She did one of the voices for the Blue Eyed Samurai, which was really good.
But like the Olsons, like whatever happened to them?
They
have-
own The Road. It's a fashion label. They're doing well.
Yeah,
Oh, they
they're
own a
good.
label?
They still look the same.
No, they look worse. They look horrible.
Well, they been through some stuff, man.
Yeah, they look horrible, but yeah.
I think they look decent. They just look way too like emaciated.
That's what I mean by
Smoke
horrible.
too many-
That's
smoke
what I
a lot
mean
of
by
cigarettes.
horrible. They look horrible. They look like they're almost 50.
I mean, they kind of look like normal people.
Normal drug addicts, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
yeah, they look all right. They look all right.
They kind of look like.
That's
They
like
look the
from
same.
15 years ago.
I don't think so.
100%.
But do Olsen twins 2023 or something?
Yeah, they look bad now, dude. Like they just unseen.
I don't know. They
things.
just always kind of like had that like heroin chic look, like from the Kate Moss days. Like,
That's exactly what it is.
but I mean, they're very successful still
100%.
Do they like live
together.
together?
I don't know. They do some weirdo stuff right now.
I don't know if it's like weird. I just realized that they're always with each other.
Do they have
always.
kids?
Like that's
I
gotta
think
be
one of them's
so,
married.
It's gotta be so exhausting. Just like always.
Because they're at least 40.
Yeah, and there's 3 of them. There's like
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Olsen.
She's the one that's the most
popping.
successful.
Yeah, she's popping right now.
She's also, I think she's pretty hot.
Yeah, she still looks like a Olsen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There is literally no photo of them from recent, so maybe they don't exist.
They're just the figment of our shared imagination. It's the Mandela effect.
Yeah, no, and I see
They don't
some
exist anymore.
probably within the last 2 or 3 years, and they just look real sucked in. Like you said, heroin chic.
Yeah.
So who knows?
I mean, maybe this is Ozempic, and look at them. They just got their buccal fat.
That's
removed,
exactly what they look like. They look like Sharon Osbourne. She looks horrible.
Did she ever look good?
Well, she looked healthy. She looks like sick right now, and she just won't stop
There we
taking.
go. This is new.
Okay, that's right. Oh, okay. They don't look that bad there.
Yeah, that was from last month.
Yeah, they don't look that bad.
Yeah.
They look like people
Bless
I've
you.
seen in Orange County.
Yeah.
Or like they're friends with like Gwyneth
Dang, look at
Paltrow.
she's right. But she still keeps it chill with her.
Yeah, you gotta have some like little arm candy, you know,
Yeah.
little something on the wrist.
Yeah, they're
something for the
definitely
kids.
ballers. Though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the row, those are expensive clothes. I really like the style though. Really, it's the quiet luxury. Very understated.
You guys ever watch the old Jackson family biopic?
No.
Mm-mm.
Either of you guys ever watch Smart Guy?
No.
It's a cartoon.
No, it was a show on Disney with Taj Mowry.
Oh, T and Tamara's brother.
Yeah.
Oh, he was that little dude. Did he grow up to be a bigger dude?
No, I was gonna say the dude who played his brother on that show. I just went down a rabbit hole of him, and he sang, like the Lion King songs and stuff like that. That fool is super talented.
Oh, for the actual animated movie?
Yeah,
Jason
Jason
Weaver?
Weaver. That fool was just like he sang the Michael Jackson songs from the biopic when he played Michael Jackson. He was like 9 or whatever, and he actually sang the shit. I'm like, he's too talented, but that just made me think of that for some reason because he was an old kid, a young child star, and I don't think he does too much shit nowadays.
I mean, I think
he acts every year.
Does he? Yeah.
Because all these people be acting. Just a lot of stuff that's out there that you.
He was talented.
Don't
Like
see.
he put out music. Like he got signed and shit too. They probably had to hit him in the 360 early on.
I mean, I bet like a lot of these child actors, like they have to grow up really fast. So they probably have like, if they have things with addiction, it's a lot younger than the average person. And then if they like, if they pull out of that, like, they're,
It's tough.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be tough.
So there's probably a lot of people that just like maybe even didn't like have any problems with like depression or
Anything,
addiction or
yeah.
anything, but they were just like, I'm burnt out. Like, I don't want to be in that world anymore, because you
Seems
have
like
so
a
much
lot of
pressure
them, yeah, it seems
as
like
like
a lot
a
of them.
kid.
Because it seems so cool as a kid to be like, oh, I want to be on Nickelodeon or some type shit.
Dude, yeah.
I took a couple like acting classes. I was like, it's not for me.
Like, who made it from Nickelodeon besides Keenan?
Cal.
Keenan. Like, no one from Nickelodeon made it. Like, realistically.
No,
Keenan's huge as shit, I guess, if you think of it. He's the longest standing actor on SNL. If that means anything.
Amanda Bynes.
Have you seen
I mean,
her
she
recently?
definitely doesn't.
Have you seen her recently? Her little podcast is hilarious.
Oh, she has
interested
one?
to turn-
Hey,
Yeah.
good for her.
Yeah. She doesn't blink either.
That's because when you close your eyes, they come for you.
That's because she's seen too much. She doesn't blink.
My eyes are open.
Yeah, no, it's a weird podcast, but yeah, she's got one.
How to get cast on Disney Channel or Nickelodeon. Good. We can do that now.
I would love to be on Nickelodeon right now. Is that still a thing?
Nickelodeon?
Yeah. They got shows.
Crazy to think about that. Like, what do the shows look like now?
Josh. It's funny. It just shows Josh Peck. Where is he now?
I've heard him on podcasts.
Yeah, he's
He sounds like wholesome.
he
His
does.
voice.
He's got that really just like innocent sounding voice. Drake looked like he'd seen some stuff though,
He's done some stuff.
or
Damn.
done some stuff.
Especially like because didn't he change his name because he's like a Spanish music artist in Mexico or something?
Are you serious? Like he went
Yeah.
all the way?
Yeah, and he grew a mustache or something. I might have made that last part up. But,
Kiki Palmer.
You're absolutely correct. She's big time in the sense of like she made it.
Yeah.
What was her jump? Proud Family? Was that Keke Palmer?
True Jackson?
Oh, that's
Was
different than
it?
Jet Jackson, isn't it? Or is it?
It says True Jackson.
Didn't
Jet Jackson passed away.
Yeah.
Something Lee Thompson.
True Jackson VP.
I never heard
Oh, that's
of
totally that's not
Had
Jet
three-
Jackson.
had
Jet
three
Jackson was a kid
seasons.
spy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
that. Jet Jackson was like Jet Spy.
You gotta watch out. That's sneaky. Kid
Bro,
spies.
the
You would
stuff
never
that they
suspect
made
them.
us think was possible was just ridiculous.
You should look up what happened. What is Drake Bell?
Drake Bell.
Or am I thinking Lake Bell? Because
No,
Lake Bell's
Drake
an actress.
Bell and Josh, or it was Josh Bell and Drake. No, Drake Bell. You're right.
Yeah. I think he's got a case pending or something with like
He ran away recently, yeah.
with like minors or something.
Oh, see, I didn't know any of that. I just know he disappeared
I'm
and
not talking about the prospectors either. Panning for
what are they saying about our boy Drake Bell? Nothing.
Nothing really bad.
Oh, he just disappeared.
Said he was reported missing, considering endangered in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
But then the next day he was found safe, and then the police were asking for information.
I know he wouldn't give him shit.
And then he's been doing music, and then he was sentenced to 2 years probation after being charged with 2 criminal counts of attempted endangering
That's what it
children
was,
and
Josh.
disseminating matter harmful to. Was he giving them drugs?
Sounds like
it sounds like a drug dealer.
It sounds like
the pieces are falling
Yeah.
together.
sounds as such
But there really isn't
crazy.
there really isn't anything crazy about him where he's like,
No, he just disappeared. Like, yeah, he disappeared. People couldn't find him.
This says
oh, he's driving under them. He was driving drunk. That's
Drake
why.
Bell changed his name and moved to Mexico. This is in 2020.
So right before all that, yeah.
He changed his name, moved to Mexico, and released Spanish language pop music. And Bell is now known as Drake Campana or Campaña. But Campaña is the Spanish word for Bell.
Oh, there you go.
Campana, Campaña.
That's sad, dude. Like when you're just like, did I send you that video of Corey Feldman?
Yeah.
Oh, that was just like,
Wasn't that hilarious though?
it's kind of more sad.
It flirts with that. It does because he's burnt out. Because
I
that's
don't think
new.
it's flirting. That's like dating. That's like full on committed relationship with it.
But he really thinks he's like Michael Jackson reincarnated.
yeah, it's
I
like,
mean,
well, it's weird because like they were friends when he was a kid.
That's
And it's like
Let-
he peaked like in the 80s as a child star, and it's like, or not a child star, but he was like a teen or whatever, and like he's just hanging on to that. Like,
Britney Spears. I saw her dancing when she was getting on back in the day when she was a kid, 18. It looks exactly like her dancing now. Like she never left there.
yeah.
It's the whole like the fucking real showy kind of,
yeah, like that pop stuff.
you know what I mean? Like really just like like she's she's still doing it. So I don't think she's ever left being 18.
Yeah, like I think like there's probably a hard push to like, if you're an adult ish at a kid's age, like how do you mature out of that? Or like,
Because they're probably paying for their parents at this. She
you're
was,
supporting
you know what I mean?
someone,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like
So it's just like
that's just got to be rough.
it's crazy because I was like her dance, the way she danced, and she was perfectly normal. Like, oh, it's Britney Spears. It looks identical to her dancing now.
Well, because it's
But now she looks crazy because it's like, Britney, what are you doing?
yeah, that's like, it's rough because it's like you can't ever be out of the public spotlight. Like you can't have a normal life. You get to see like, isn't there like a music video where she's like, I wish I had like a normal life or something?
I think there is a whole documentary.
Well, yeah, there's documentaries, but I feel like there was like a music video she made, or no,
I don't think.
I think
Britney
it was like from when she was like in space.
probably.
Or something. I don't know.
Oh shit! When she was
Look, it's 5-4 now. Look at that, Sean.
Oh shit!
Coming back.
So
Is this
close.
is this is
So
this is in
close.
finals? How many?
It's
Yeah.
gonna be fine. It's finals
is-
for us.
it's
This
finals.
is whoever wins this week goes
to the.
We played Jimmy.
To the
Whoever
final?
wins
Oh,
Yeah.
plays
shit.
Jimmy, and then whoever wins after that.
Oh, so this is the
final.
first week of playoffs.
First week of
Yeah,
playoffs.
yeah.
And you guys have to play each other. That's sad.
We just played each other 2 weeks ago.
I know. You won.
Barely.
Barely.
This is exactly like this week. It's going back and forth.
Sean be pulling out everything though. He'd be like,
Hey, I ate this playbook. I'm pulling out everything.
Sean be pulling out everything. He'd be like,
I run through my amount of trades every week.
Yeah,
you've been maxing them out.
I've seen that.
Maxing them out, but half the people get injured like before they even
Yeah,
play a game.
you're
So
right.
it's like that's just what you should got to do.
Right.
If I'm not beating you tonight, like
It's a wrap.
6-3, it's a wrap.
You don't
It's
got
a
more.
wrap.
He got more players than you in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's killing today. He's got a full
So
squad.
he
though.
needs. You need.
I got
to
like
take a
nobody in
commanding
today. I
lead
got like
today.
3 or 4 people.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had to take a quite a commanding lead, or else.
And it's next week is winner faces Jimmy.
Yeah. But
Damn.
I beat Jimmy last time I played him.
Did you?
Yeah, so I mean, he ain't scaring me.
I've never beat him this week
That's
this
scary.
season.
The
So
whole season.
I'm like, I would not mind if Jimmy won because he's like come so close.
He's never won, huh?
I don't want Eddie to win.
Eddie's not, dude.
Is he out?
Nufo is
Killing him.
killing him.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's not gonna.
He said he's not gonna.
It's not even thing. It's just you have to win. You don't have to win by ever many. Like
Yeah.
at this point, it's just
Yeah,
like
just
you just
to
have to
win.
win.
Just win.
Just
I'll
win.
take a 5-4. You know, like
A
oh,
win is
Kerr.
a win, baby.
Yeah.
Damn, let's take us out.
All right. You guys got any shout outs? Anything going on this next week?
Just shout out everybody. You know, love you guys.
All right.
Shout out.
Shout out to the shout out.
Well
Shout
said.
it out.
Shout out Marlene. Great show last night. Having someone to watch the Lord of the Rings extended edition with, like it's a rare thing. But otherwise, yeah, shout out you guys. It's good to be back. We're switching formats every other week. Gonna still be coming with all the content though, so don't worry. Got some plans for the future.
Yeah, hopefully a little more content, even though it's
We'll make it more with less, or more with the same. Just more
just
general.
more in general.
You have 10 people playing.
Tomorrow?
Yeah,
Oh,
many you got?
God.
it's a wrap.
That's
How
the
many
whole
you got
lineup
tomorrow?
is playing?
I didn't realize you had 10 people playing.
I had 11. I had to like
You had to
drop somebody and like
That's
You said you got
garbage.
10 people.
Yeah, that's rough for me. I have 6.
oh,
No,
that's
that's
pretty
good.
good. I thought you had like 4.
That's why I have to be winning 6-3, or else it don't matter.
Well, it's just like
But they're
points.
so
Unless you have
close
points
that
already,
it's like-
maybe that's a wash.
What it'll help me out with is if you have bad shooting and turnovers.
That shooting always helps because that free field goal percentage.
Yeah, drop.
or I could just be iced tomorrow.
Yeah,
I dropped Mychich and I put Cam Thomas on the thing.
he's in. Yeah, he's in.
Yeah.
I see that.
Or just sit people.
Well, and I got it's because I did it too early. By the time he got reported, Cam Thomas was in. I couldn't do the trade anymore, which is like, thanks for rubbing that in.
Salt in
On
the
that
wound.
note, thanks everybody. Thank you for your likes, comments, and subscriptions. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Shout out you guys. You can catch us at Almost Never Pod on all the favorite social media platforms: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
Looks
I
like
think
a gun
we're-
case.
What?
So it looks like a gun case.
Oh, it's like what are you talking about?
Sick.
I think we're fully updated
Yeah,
on
we're up to date.
DSPs. So yeah, if you get bored on your drive, listen to us again. Just give us a couple plays. You know, couldn't hurt.
Do it.
All right, thank you guys. We'll catch you next week or next week.
Later.
Bye.